hello, Barça fans. How are we doing? Happy New Year, everyone. We wish all the culés a very happy 2023. And of course, we want to wish Barça all the best of luck in this new year. We kick it off with a Copa del Rey game. Our first game in the Copa del Rey. We face Intercity from Alicante. They're a team from the Primera Ref, the third Spanish division. Some might say easy enough for Barça. No. It's a single game tie in the Copa del Rey. You lose, you go home. And these games always get complicated. We know that from previous seasons. So we need to be on full alert tonight against Intercity. We are going to go to the Rico Pérez in Alicante, where we have our colleague Bruno Ballester. Bruno, let us know about Barça's lineup tonight.
Hello and Happy New Year, everyone. Yes, we have the first lineup of 2023 for FC Barcelona. Let's have a look to the one selected today by Xavi Hernández, with Iñaki Peña in goal, and for the first time wearing this new number 13 for him as a new first team player. In the back four, Héctor Bellerín, Ronald Araujo, Jules Koundé and Jordi Alba. Midfield for Sergio Busquets, Franck Kessié and Pablo Torre today in this starting lineup, the youngster and the new signing this summer from Racing de Santander, and up front Ousmane Dembele, Memphis and Ferran Torres. So a really start 11 for FC Barcelona to face this opening game for Barça in La Copa del Rey, third run of the competition, Robert. And as you said, you have to start well, you have to play a good match, because this is all or nothing, one game, and everything can happen in the Cup. Many surprises always, so Barça will need to be really focused today on this match.
Right, thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second, and you can let us know about Intercity's lineup. We have a lot to unpack here. Just over 25 minutes to go until kickoff, so let's head over to the couches. Here I am joined for the first time in about a month and a half by Irati Vidal and Spencer Siegel. Guys, it's nice to see you again.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Feliz Año Nuevo.
Feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New
Bon
Year,
any.
Spence. Bon any. Guys, first game in the Copa del Rey. Obviously, a chance that we kick off today to win a title. A good lineup that Xavi's put out there. Just one non-first team player, Pablo Torre, who could be kind of considered a first team player, and a few interesting returns.
Yeah, few interesting returns. I was watching the lineup. I expected Xavi to put like many first teams, because we saw what happened yesterday in several La Copa del Rey matches, and these kind of matches always get complicated. If there's two things I'm really happy of this lineup, is to see Pablo Torre having that opportunity to start, and of course the return of Araujo. That is a really big news.
Exactly. The best of news today is that we get back Ronald Araujo, Spence.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a full first team lineup, more or less, but the amount of opportunity that's available to the 11 that are on the pitch is more than you would normally expect for a team that has so many first team players out there. Of course, we know about Pablo Torre. Franck Kessié gets a chance to make an impact in the midfield. We know Memphis is probably going to have to play at striker for the next couple of games in La Liga, so he can get his feet underneath him. Araujo's back, Bellerín is getting an opportunity, and Iñaki Peña. This is a really fun 11 to watch.
And we want to know your thoughts as well on the live chat. Rate it from 1 to 10, 1 being, of course, the lowest score, 10 being the highest. Let us know your thoughts on the lineup. Do you like it? Do you not? Today, we do not have Robert Lewandowski or Pedri in the squad. You will not be seeing them at all tonight. They get rest. They've stayed in Barcelona, but there are lots of other players out there who can get the job done. Let's talk a little bit about our opponent, Bruno, who are Intercity, and what lineup are they putting out there?
Yes, Intercity, team from the city of Alicante. One of the owners in the board members is Juanfran Torres, former Atlético de Madrid player, a club that is growing a lot in these recent years. They are in third Spanish division, Primera Federación, with many former Barça players in their starting lineup and also in their squad. They are 16th actually in their group of this third division. They are sharing group with Barça B that are in 8th spot, so not having their best season, but of course they are in this Copa del Rey after winning 2 rounds of this Copa del Rey, and because last year they ended in the top part of the table. Let's see the lineup today selected by Intercity. Today with Gaisca on goal, back 5 with Guillem, Badik, Alvaro, Galvez and Cristo. 2 holding midfielders with Miguel and Belotti, and up front 3 players Paul, Aaron and Soldevila. We also have to say that this José Rico Pérez Stadium is not the stadium of Intercity. They are playing here, of course, because the capacity of the stadium is just 2,500 spectators, here also in the city of Alicante. So they decided and they agreed with Hércules, the host team of this stadium, and also the Spanish Federation, to play here. This is going to be a massive party. It's a sold-out stadium with more than 30,000 fans that will enjoy this game. Of course, many Intercity fans, but at the same time, as you may imagine, in Alicante there are also lots of Barça fans, so also we are seeing many Barça shirts in the stands.
I love that banner that we were just seeing on our screens right there that said I would interchange my uncle for a Barca jersey. So let's see if that little kid has to give away his uncle by the end of the night. Right, what we've heard about Intercity is, or what's been said around them over the last few days, is that they have 8 former Barca players in their squad, 3 in the lineup.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see them because, of course, I think when you grow up in Barça, first you know the style of Barça, and I think for them it will be a really special game to just see the dream just in front of them and to be able to play against the first team of Barça. Is only 3 of them in the lineup, but probably we will see them all around all around the 90 minutes. We expect it's 90 minutes, and hopefully. And I think Paul Roger maybe is one of the most known ones.
Well, let's get the thoughts of our assistant coach, Óscar Hernández, on this game tonight and on Intercity. Let's listen to what he had to say to our colleague Marc Barau.
I ara després del Mundial doncs, hi han d'haver oportunitats per tots per veure com està tothom de forma i tothom que es guanyi el lloc, no? Per això hi ha tants canvis. Sí.
It's a game in which we made a lot of changes.
Sí, és un jugador vital per nosaltres, no?
Araujo is a vital player for us
Per la seva feina individual que fa,
because of the individual work he does.
és guanyador de duels, molta garra.
He's very good at winning aerial battles and in one-on-one situations.
Tampoc us pareu, suposo, un rival que us vingui a apretar molt amunt.
En teoria no. A la seva categoria sí que ho fa, és un equip bastant alegre en el joc i es nota...
They're a team who have a lot of attractive football that they play. What we're expecting though from them is counter-attacking today.
El Rico Pérez no és el seu estadi, però és l'estadi de l'Hèrcules. Heu estat inspeccionant, què tal heu vist la gespa? Com està?
La gespa està bé.
The pitch is in very good condition.
Així que en aquest sentit no hi ha excuses.
In that sense, we've got no excuses.
The words there of our assistant coach, Óscar Hernández. I see lots of questions on the live chat saying, where's Pedri? Pedri's in Barcelona. You're not going to be seeing him tonight. He's resting. We've got an important game on Sunday against Atlético de Madrid, and we'll need him then. Where's Gavi? Gavi's on the bench. Maybe we'll see him in the second half. He did leave the game against Espanyol with lower back pain, so Xavi might want to keep him on ice until Sunday as well. But there's lots of players to look forward to seeing tonight. Bruno, we're going to give the fans 3 options. Who are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
Yes, I have to say, Robert, that probably today I'm missing kind of Barça B players, U19 players, but taking into account, of course, the long squad that Barça has today, they are playing a really strong 11 because all these players need the minutes, of course. But yeah, there are interesting names, and we are asking, of course, to our fans, who are they looking forward to see tonight? First option, Pablo Torre. The new signing, of course, hasn't had the minutes that probably everyone was expecting, but there is a lot of competence in midfield. So today can be a fantastic opportunity for Pablo Torre to shine in the Spanish Cup. Second option, Ronald Araujo, after his injury, of course, is going to be one of the main protagonists on the field. Are you excited to see Araujo again on this starting lineup? And the final option is Iñaki Peña, Barca's goalkeeper, wearing this number 13 for the first time as a new first-team player. Well, the options are there, Robert. What are people saying on the live chat?
Lots of people want to see Pablo Torre. Bruno. I think we're all excited about the young prospect, the young talented lad who hasn't had as many opportunities as other midfielders in this game. And whenever he plays, I think the fans get excited at the idea that he'll become an important player for Barca. And of course, there are some people saying that it's nice to see Ronald Araujo back after about 3 months.
Yeah, look, this is a weird first matchup for Barca in the Copa del Rey because normally when we get to this point of the season, players have been playing a lot. They need a little bit of rest, so you bring in a lot of those U19 players or the Barça Athletic players coming from the reserves. However, we just spent about 6 weeks for us on our couches or, for a lot of these players either with their national teams or just training. And so this is almost in a way, even though it's still a very important game in terms of the competition, it's kind of like a friendly preseason, get yourself back into the right frame of mind to get yourself ready for La Liga. Obviously, you want to come away with the win, but that's why we're seeing so many first-team players.
We do indeed want to come away with a win and progress to the next round. You will have noticed, or maybe not, but Spence and I are wearing new hoodies today. Spence, you're wearing the red one. I'm wearing the blue one. We are essentially the Blaugranas here.
Basically, yeah.
And these hoodies are from the Cruyff collection, which you guys can get at the Barça store. There's a link in the live chat where you can click and you can go and look at all the options that you have to get either hoodies or short sleeve shirts. I think there are even some trousers there from the Cruyff collection. So you can go there. And we do want to ask you on the live chat a question. Which one would you prefer? Would you like my hoodie? Would you like Spencer's hoodie? We'd turn around.
Yeah, this is where the bread is buttered right here.
Exactly. It's on the back here. Very nice. Mine's got the little number 9 here in the heart area. There it is. So live chat. Which one would you like? Would you like mine? Would you like Spencer's? You can get both of them as a late Christmas present, maybe.
Or if you do Reyes, that's coming up.
You can click the link that's on our live chat. And you can find all the options there. One of the options is a short sleeve shirt, which I've left downstairs. I forgot it. If someone from our technical team can go and get it, we'll show it later. Right, we're going to go back to the Rico Perez. Bruno, you have a quiz prepared for us. Bruno. Oh, Bruno can't hear us. So what are we doing with the quiz then? Should I do it? Or what are we doing? Guys, let me know. Let me know. We can't go to Bruno.
We've lost Bruno already?
We've lost Bruno already.
He's clearly slacking after 6 weeks off.
Yeah, I mean, he's not, no use to it. All right, anyway, let's go back to talk a little bit about Barca's lineup with 15 minutes remaining. Just a refresher. Barca playing tonight with Iñaki Peña in goal with number 13 today, officially a first-team player. We've got Bellerin, Araujo, Koundé, and Jordi Alba at the back. We've got Sergio Busquets, Kessié, and Pablo Torre in midfield, and Dembele. We've got Memphis and Ferran Torres up front. Now we can go to Bruno. Bruno, you had a quiz for us.
Yes, we have a quiz here for all of you, and we want to know how much do you know about the Copa del Rey and also FC Barcelona and this relationship between these first rounds of the competition. Let's start with the first question I'm going to send to Irati Vidal, first question of 2023, and is how many teams are participating in the Copa del Rey since the first round, the total number of teams participating in this competition since this new format. Option number 1, 112 teams. Option number 2, 125 teams. Option number 3, 136.
Is it misspelled?
Yeah, we made
okay.
a mistake in the transcription there, and so the first option should be 112. It is obviously not 12.
I've missed these quizzes. I really don't know, to be honest.
Are you about to go back to starting to pick 2 at a time?
Yeah. I knew it was around 100, but of course it is. So I would say the middle, 125.
Okay, Irati, you are starting really well this 2023.
Oh.
That's right, 1, 2, 5 teams in the competition. Impressive number, of course.
Yeah, people on the live chat saying that
like
well.
she never left.
The queen is back.
Okay. Well, let's move on with question number 2. Spencer Siegel, where was the last time that Barca was knocked out in their opening game of the competition? Many years ago. It was option number 1 in Gramenet. It was option number 2 in Figueras, both places, of course, in Catalonia, or option number 3 here also in Alicante in Novelda.
So, my gut is actually telling me Figueras, but I don't think that's right. I think it's Novelda, and I'm pretty sure it was around 2003 or so, 2005. And it was when this club, Intercity, later on tried to merge with Novelda some years later. But I'm going with number 3.
Okay, you're going with Novelda. We're going to leave a little bit more time on the live chat to pick your final answers. Let's explain that Novelda was in 2001-2002 knocked out when Louis van Gaal was the manager. Also, we have to say that Barça has never lost in their opening round when it was a two-leg round after the old format, I'm going to say. So the option is actually Gramenet, option number 1. Xavi mentioned it during the press conference, so it's Gramenet. Guys, I think I lost the audio connection with you, so I'm going to keep on with the quiz, and let's go for question number 3 here with this stadium. The José Rico Pérez Stadium was one of the venues of option number 1, the World Cup of Spain in 1982. Option number 2, in the Olympics 1992. Or option number 3, both options. Let's see at home on the live chat. A little bit of time to you to pick the correct answer. It was in the Olympic Games, it was in the World Cup, it was in both. Actually, it was in both Olympics and World Cup. No, it was in the World Cup 1992. Not in both. So option number 1 was the right one. In the Olympic Games, they were playing in Valencia, but not here in Alicante. Let's move on. Question number 4 of this quiz. News about last season. Let's remember that game against Linares. Who scored in that first round of last year's FC Barcelona Linares games? Who? Option number 1, Ferran Jutgla. Option number 2, Ousmane Dembele. Option number 3, both. Again, let's see. Jutgla, of course, a player that is absolutely on fire in the Belgium League. Ousmane Dembele, after having a good World Cup, has scored, or were both of them? Let's see. This time, yes, it was both. Jutgla and Dembele in the 2-1 win against Linares. A really suffered game last year. Let's see, of course, what happens this year, and if we can suffer a little bit less. Let's end this game quiz with the number of caps that Xavi won as a Barça player. How many? Option number 1, it was 5 caps. Option number 2, it was 4. Or option number 3, just 3 caps in all his years at Barça. Barça, one of the big kings of this competition. Let's see, 5, 4, 3. It's 3. 3, the lowest option. Strange, but yes, in 2009, 2012, 2015, in that magic year, winning all competitions and where Xavi retired from professional football. So this was the game quiz, guys. Back to you on the studio.
Thank you, Bruno. It was a shame that we couldn't take part in that quiz. I could see you guys gesturing and trying to point out those answers. We lost our telephone connection with Bruno, so he went all the way with it, interacting with the live chat. Right, guys, let's talk a little bit about where we are at this beginning of 2023. We had the last game of the year, a bit of a disappointing one, coming back off of the World Cup.
Yeah, because it started well, like with that first goal of Marcos Alonso. It all seemed like it was going to be well because the stadium was full, and with that win we were recovering, but it didn't end as we expected. But the season is long, there's still time to go top of La Liga, and I think that's why it's even more important to win today, just for the feelings, and also, as Spencer was saying before, not because of the players recovering their best, and also for the connections between of the Barça players, because it has been super long.
Let's take a look at those highlights of that game against Espanyol last weekend, the last game of 2022, the City derby, and the return after the World Cup. If we can get those highlights on, talked about them a little bit. Obviously, an ideal start for Barça with that early goal by Marcos Alonso. But we did say the other day in the commentary on Barça TV Plus, sometimes that early goal can be a bit of a curse, because you get comfortable right from the very beginning, and then you kind of think, well, the opportunities will come. Barca did have the opportunities, and things keep going, stay at 1-0, and Espanyol have one chance and they put it in. We do have a question as well for our fans. If we can put the question on our screens, we'll interact with them as well.
Yeah, I think from this game there's a lot that you can learn from it as well, because this was the kind of game that you knew was always going to be scrappy the whole way through. Espanyol weren't just going to lay down, and it would have helped Barça, as Xavi said in the post-game, to find that second goal and make that little extra bit of space. You can see, the urgency that Barça used in the final 10 minutes of this game were were frenetic. It was a frantic final 10 minutes. If they had used that urgency after scoring the first goal for the next 45 minutes or an hour, it would have been a different result, I think.
We are asking our fans, what was the key to Barça Espanyol? Was it Barca's lack of efficiency? Do you simply think that we should have played better? Or was it Mateu Laoz for you guys? Because, I mean, he did have a prominent role there.
Yeah, I think the easy answer is to say Mateu Laoz and just complain about him. But I think Mateu Laoz is a kind of referee that it's refereeing bad for both teams, you know. In the end, it just, like, the matches become a mess just because of him. So I would say, like, Barca had opportunities to win. So that's probably what triggered me more. Because Barca could have won the match and not ended complaining about Mateu Laoz, which in the end was decisive.
Armani Morrison says 2 and 3, so we should have played better, but Mateu Laoz was a factor. Feni Paraki says 3 for sure. The Monkey Gamer says 2. Laura Lubinska says 3 Mateu Laoz. Christopher Urbina says 1. So Rap Tuta, Mateu Laoz. Lots of Mateu Laoz. The ref, lots of 3s in here. Someone asking, ¿dónde se puede ver el partido? We won't show it here. As you know, we don't have the rights to do so, but we'll be doing play-by-play and entertaining you guys. Spence, I think, obviously, Mateu Laoz did have a role in everything, and the game got out of hand, out of control for him, but Barca should have never allowed themselves to get into that situation in the 70th minute.
Yeah, you can answer all 3 of those, 1, 2, and 3, and be right about it. Yeah. I think the question is important here is what was the key to the game? And if I'm picking something from that game, I am looking at Mateu Laoz, not because I would say that there were bad calls. I would say because the control within the game was lost. And you could tell that he lost control. I looked back as soon as the game was over. I was watching the highlights, going through them almost frame by frame, and I went to when Jordi Alba was
sent off.
Was sent off. Thank you. Mateu Laoz didn't know that Jordi Alba was on a yellow card.
And he'd only just shown it to Jordi Alba 3 minutes prior.
He was using his cards so liberally that he was just giving yellows to whoever looked at him the wrong way. And so once he showed it to Jordi Alba and the other Espanyol players come over and are like, hey, that's two. He had no choice. And that's why he also then sent off an Espanyol player minutes later that because he knew he had messed up to level the playing field. So the key to the game was him, for better or worse.
There's a comment here that I like. It sums it up. Nia says, we can't simply blame a ref, but he definitely caused a big distraction and riled up emotions. I think that sums it up quite nicely.
And more in a derby, I would say.
More like in a derby as well.
If it's a normal game, it's okay, but it's 31 of December, it's a derby, it's in Camp Nou, and you know the emotion just flies like this. So I think he had a really important role in the last minute.
We're less than 5 minutes away from kickoff in our first game of the year. Copa del Rey, Intercity Barça. Reminder, guys, it is a single game tie. 1 game is the round. So we win, we go through. We lose, we're out. Go home. If we draw, hopefully not. Hopefully not tonight. Extra time, if we still draw after extra time. Penalties. The players are getting ready to come on. Our lineup features Iñaki Peña in goal, Bellerín, Araujo, Koundé, and Jordi Alba at the back with Busquets, Kessie, and Pablo Torre in midfield. Up front, it's Ousmane Dembele, Ferran Torres, and Memphis. Shall we do a round of guess the score, guys?
Okay.
Spence, what did you go with?
Yeah, I know what I said. I said...
What did you say?
I said 3-1, but that was before... Or sorry, 1-3. But that was before I saw the lineup. I guessed the score and then I saw the lineup, but I don't think I'm allowed to change.
No, you're not.
Thank you.
Bruno also went with the same same result.
So this year is Bruno Spencer instead of Irati Bruno.
I mean, I still haven't gotten one right all year. So, and I'm saying that now because at some point I'm going to get one right. At some point.
Irati, I like your confidence.
Yeah, I think it's, and more after the other day, it's a good way to start the year. I think the players really want to show they are here and they want to show their best level. And we got a good defense. Koundé, Araujo, how long time we waited for that?
Yeah, my prediction is 3-0. And I think these games can always get complicated, as we've seen in past years. Last year it was 2-1 at Linares. 2 years ago we went to extra time against Cornellà, and then Dembele scored in extra time and we won 2-0 ultimately. The year before we had to come back against Ibiza. We 1-0 down and then had to come back and make it 2-1. Griezmann scored those 2 goals. So these games in a single tie can get very complicated against teams that are always highly motivated to play against Barca. I think the factor that plays to Barca's advantage today a little bit is that we're playing in a bigger stadium at the Rico Pérez. We're not playing at Intercity's actual stadium, so Barca will play in a more, let's say, well, a stadium that they're more accustomed to.
More professional. We can say, like, sometimes when the field is super small and all the people is just around there, like the grass is different and everything, that just makes you like you're not feeling comfortable, and the other team feels comfortable and over motivated, so that's what makes things complicated.
Indeed. The players are stepping on to the pitch. Let us know your score predictions on the live chat. We'll read some of them out. What do you think the result is going to be today? You can also take part in the Matchday Challenge on the Barca website. If you can do it right before kickoff, guess the score, and then there's the game quiz, and you can rate the game at the end, and there are plenty of prizes that you can win. A game day jersey, for example. So go ahead and do that on the Barca app and on fcbarcelona.com. If you click on another link, which is on our live chat on Facebook and on YouTube, you can access all the options at the Barca store for the Cruyff collection. Spence, let's do this again.
You talking about this Cruyff collection?
I mean, we have 2 new hoodies today, the red one and the blue one, the Blaugrana. Here we are. And yeah, there are lots of other options. There's one here that I have, a
you got a new one.
shirt. Ooh. A short sleeve shirt.
It's hard to choose, huh?
Here it is.
Wait, but you gotta show them the back.
Show them the back.
There you go.
There it is.
I just feel like playing tiki-taka if I put that on.
If you feel like you might get cold in a short sleeve shirt, then maybe go for the hoodies. Go for the red one, go for the blue one. I have a little number 9 here, which is very, very nice. Very nice.
I feel so close to like just curling up and falling asleep right now.
Cruyff, obviously known for number 14, but he never wore it here at Barca. He always wore number 9 because players went from 1 to 11. Just show the back again. Very nice. Unfortunately, Irati didn't get one. I'm not sure why. We'll try and get one for her. But we do want to ask you on the live chat, and I'll ask you, Irati and Spencer, how much do you know about Johan Cruyff? Do you know him because you've watched clips of him on YouTube of his playing days? Were you a fan of his dream team, the iconic dream team that he coached? Or do you just not know a lot about him?
I couldn't see him watching. Of course, I've saw like many clips on YouTube, and I read 2 books of Johan Cruyff. I'm really fan of him, so I know. Indeed, he played with the 14 just by accident because they took him out the number and said, okay, then I picked this one, and it was a good game, and he was known for that. So I know a lot about him.
Yeah, when I was first introduced to Barca many years ago, I remember one of my Spanish friends, one of my Catalan friends here telling me, do you know about Johan Cruyff? And I was like, you need to teach me. You got to tell me. And learning about the evolution and the origin of the Barca way is, I think, a rite of passage. If you're a culé, if you're here, if you're a Barca fan, you have to know about him.
Of his playing days, obviously I go to the Barca TV archive and I've seen lots of him in his playing days, and I grew up as a fan of Johan Cruyff's dream team. The first game I ever went to at the Camp Nou was a game coached by Johan Cruyff in a 3-0 win against Deportivo, who were very good back then. There is a minute of silence at the Rico Pérez right before this game, so a little bit of delay before we get started. Barca playing in the away kit, the silver kit, let's call it, and with the cross in front. And just a refresher on the lineup: we are playing with Iñaki Peña, with Bellerín, Araujo, Koundé, and Jordi Alba at the back, with Busquets, Kessié, and Pablo Torre in midfield. Dembele, Memphis, and Ferran up front. Let us know your thoughts on the lineup. Let us know your predictions. We'll be reading your comments throughout the show. Spencer, you wanted to say something?
I just wanted to say the minute of silence was for Pelé.
Oh, of course. Yeah. We had one at the Spotify. Minute of silence was for the icon Pelé before this Copa del Rey game got kicked off, and the ball is rolling. The game is underway. 13 seconds played. Barca attacking towards the left-hand side of our screens. Intercity going from left to right. They are playing in a black kit. And I have to say, the Rico Perez looks splendid.
Yeah, I was just going to say, this doesn't look like your typical Copa matchup where you're playing a third tier, fourth tier type of side. The pitch looks amazing, and that's just not normal for these kinds of games.
No, it really not is. Yesterday there were like many controversial with pitches we could see in El Copa del Rey, but as Robert said, that can be good for Barça because it looks like more fresh and the players will feel more comfortable.
On the live chat, Marcela Ferreira is saying, ¿por qué no juega Pedri? Why isn't Pedri playing? Pedri se ha quedado en Barcelona. Just rest. He'll be playing on Sunday against Atletico Madrid. Let's go to Bruno. Bruno, we haven't been able to talk to you in a few minutes. Are you all okay?
Yes, okay here. Sometimes it's complicated in these kind of stadiums. But, I mean, actually, you were saying, yeah, this is kind of, it doesn't seem a Copa del Rey match. Well, of course, we're talking about the Stadium of Hércules, a team that has been 20 years in the top flight, a stadium that was venue of the World Cup 1982 in Spain. So, well, a little bit old now, this Rico Pérez, but still one of the historic stadiums of Spain. Barça controlling the ball with possession, almost sold out, just few seats up in one of the north stands that is really, really big. But, yeah, pitching fantastic conditions, of course, and a bit cold with a lot of humidity. But, well, we are in the Mediterranean, so it could be worse in another place of Spain, suffering a little bit more of cold.
And Bruno, wait a minute, because Barça are attacking. In comes across the shot. Ooh, over the crossbar. The first chance there for Pablo Torre, who could have scored the first goal of 2022. Bruno, I did want to ask you, I understand that you've been left all down to your own devices, all by yourself at the Rico Pérez there. Your cameraman has gone off gallivanting to record some footage of some of our players today because we have the rights to do that today. Who have you sent him away to follow?
Well, actually, yeah, I'm here with our alone with the camera today. Yeah, Jordi is recording, and well, I am excited, yeah, of course, to see Pablo Torre in this game, and let's see now the option for Dembele.
Here goes Dembele on the right-hand side. Attempt to cross it inside, bounces off of the left back, and Barca will get a first corner kick of the game, Bruno.
Yeah, first corner kick for FC Barcelona, and let's see, because it seems that Pablo Torre is going to be the one taking that set piece.
Are you on the other side to start?
Yes, on the other side.
First chance here in a set-piece opportunity. Barca have already had an opportunity through Pablo Torre, who's going to deliver now. In comes the cross. Araujo with a header into goal. Vamos, Araujo, what a return!
Mamma mia!
Ronald Araujo getting it done early. What a header, what a powerful header from Ronald Araujo.
Wow.
And Barca start off early there. Araujo, in his first minutes after coming back from a 3-month injury, scores off of the corner kick. The delivery by Pablo Torre. Araujo came storming in, powerful header into the back of the net. Here's the replay. Araujo, bang!
Like, it's impossible to save. It's a really good one, and in 2 minutes we have already seen 2 good actions of Pablo Torre. We were saying like we really would love to see Pablo Torre and Araujo, so here you have assist and that header that is amazing, the goal. Like, what a way to start the year for Araujo.
Bruno, we didn't even get the chance to ask the fans who they thought the first goal of 2023 was going to be scored by.
Yes, no time for it. One specialist taking set pieces like Pablo Torre were a fantastic assist. Another specialist like Ronald Araujo finding a brilliant header. First Copa del Rey goal for FC Barcelona. First one for Araujo after this injury. Incredible news for Araujo. Incredible news for the team in these kind of difficult games to score so early. So it's Barca 1, Intercity 0 from the corner kick. Incredible, the partnership there between Pablo Torre and Ronald Araujo.
Wow, well, a fantastic start, and in games like this against teams from lower tiers who are going to come out intense, going to try and have a go at you, having or scoring very early, I'd say is very important.
It's funny because we just said, or you just said a moment ago, that sometimes scoring early can be a detriment if you get complacent. This is a chance for Barça now in this game to do exactly what they did against Espanyol and flip the script. And now they've scored early. Don't get complacent. Continue to attack. They know that they're superior to this team in terms of skill level. And now they just need to continue to execute.
Careful here, a through ball with Bellerin making a run forward. In comes the cross. Memphis tries to keep it alive. And the Intercity defense going to clear the ball away. Barca will come out with the clear idea, I'd say, to get the job done as early as possible.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like, you can see Barca started with intensity to just finish and give this victory as fast as possible, but also to show their best after the draw against Espanyol. And as you said before, I think it's really important in these Copa del Rey matches to start well early, because otherwise this kind of teams start defending and the match starts to be like in a weird position that you don't find the spot to score, and it can be complicated. So I think it's really important to start.
And I would say that also these teams come out with a little bit of extra energy, so when you take the wind away from them right from the very beginning, it can alter the game. Here's Paolo Torre, inside pass into the hands of the keeper. Spence, did we have a prediction from your dog, from Luke?
I know that I did one. We've got one.
We've got one. Did he go the right way? I mean,
I know he made a choice tonight. I don't know what that, we'll have to see what that choice was.
Okay, wait a minute. We'll wait for the ball to go out. And then we'll show Luke's prediction. I hope he picked Barca to go through to.
Well, he's got to start the new year fresh also. I mean, he had a pretty good 2022. But.
Right. Throw into Intercity. So can we have a look at Luke's prediction, Spencer's dog's prediction? See if he picked Intercity or Barca for this game. If we could get it on our screens. As Intercity tried to progress, Koundé clears it out.
How many times did you record this time, or just
one
first?
One time.
One?
Okay.
One time. But to be completely transparent and honest, I did it like a week ago because we went away for the week, for the holidays.
So he knew it was Intercity, or just...
Yeah, that was announced 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We're good.
Right, we'll take a look at Luke's prediction in a second, but we are asking you a question. We couldn't ask you who would score the first goal of 2023. That happened very early, and it was Ronald Araujo. So who will score the next goal? Will it be Memphis? Will it be Ferran? Will it be Dembele? Bruno, I'm going to ask you.
I'm going to say Memphis. Robert, I'm quite excited to see Memphis, of course, having more protagonism for sure in these following days, as Lewandowski is going to be suspended in the next 3 league games. So, yeah, I'm going to go for Memphis.
I was going to say Memphis also, because I think he also wants to show up what he is. Be careful.
Careful here, because there he is, Memphis on the edge of the box. Could he find an opening? Could he shoot? No, he goes to Dembele. The shot by Ousmane Dembele straight into the stands.
We almost had the answer there.
We almost had the answer there. Spence?
I think it's going to be Memphis among those three. I think is the best option, because he does have something to prove. It's pretty clear that he wants to prove himself. And he's, as you just said, he's going to have 4 games now at the very minimum to do that.
I'm going to go Ferran. I'm going to go Ferran Torres. Need him to get into goal-scoring form as well as the year progresses, especially now that it's been confirmed that Robert Lewandowski will not be playing in the next 3 La Liga games, against Atletico de Madrid, against Getafe, and, careful there, the cross by Jordi Alba, and against Girona. So we won't be seeing Robert Lewandowski in La Liga for the remainder of January. Barca have received the notification there. They have said that they disagree with the decision, but that the suspension will be served. Sergio Busquets is down on the ground after being impacted by the ball, by a clearance straight in the jaw. We hope that he's all right. I think he just looks a little bit shook. So, right, great moment right now to look at Luke's prediction, Spence's dog's prediction. Can we have a look, see if he picked Intercity or Barca?
Well, we've heard of the Copa del Rey, but what about the Copa del Reindeer? Hey! Good job, Lukey!
But he picked Inter's first. right?
He did. No, he didn't eat the chuche that was inside them.
Ah, okay.
And yes, he is the reindeer. It's the Copa del Reindeer.
The Copa del Rey.
Like this one.
Exactly. I love that. That's perfect.
Perfect. It looks like he's on his way to his first good prediction.
He's on his way. Look, if you remember, he had a pretty rocking 2022. I'm just saying. I think he picked. I think it was. We've got the graphic. I think it was like 14 right out of 20 or something like. Look at that. And for the record, those aren't all the same picks for the same games because there were a couple where he picked against Barça and Barça won, and there were a couple when he picked against Barça and they lost.
So it sorted itself out
there.
Right, Barça playing with 10 at the moment as Sergio Busquets comes back onto the pitch. He seems like he's going to be all right. And Barça playing from behind. Spence, we have a few comments from our lovely fans on Facebook, on YouTube. So why don't we take a look and see what they have to say.
I really missed this, although I'm a little out of shape. I've been eating too many turrons. All right.
Is it your first Christmas with turrons? No, last year you had a Christmas with turrons, right?
No, last Christmas we kind of had COVID, so we didn't really eat a whole lot. But let's see. All right, so I don't know if that's the actual Leo Messi. If it is, that's cool. Araujo, we miss you. Welcome back. Alia's back. Welcome back, Alia. Loving the Christmas sweaters. Yes, well, we got the Christmas sweater on Irati. We've got the Cruyff collection. Joanna, is this an important game?
Hell yes.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say it's a very important game. We want to see more than 3 goals tonight, for sure. Sid, Memphis needs to step up when Levy's not there. That's exactly right, and here we go.
Right now, setting up Kessié with the shot. Too weak into the hands of the keeper. Keep going, Spence.
No, this is definitely his chance. Alia, again, missed you guys. Happy New Year. Hope it will be a good one for Barca. And hey, Argentina won. Yay. I think a lot of people around here were pretty happy to see.
I was pretty happy about it.
Argentina win. And more than just Argentina. Coco, you're not a club. You're a home.
Oh, that's nice.
That's sweet. King City. We should be more clinical with our chances and put away teams like that. Boy, we are back and rolling in 2023, aren't we? All right, keep it coming. Yeah, well, the chances are going to keep coming. And then Franman sends, guys, Gavi's on the bench. I love him, but let's let the man rest a little bit, yeah?
I do agree with that. I do agree with that because I've seen the live chat full of where is Gavi? Why isn't Gavi playing? Why isn't Pedri playing? Let the guys have a rest. Gavi came off with lower back pain in the derby against Espanyol. He'll be playing on Sunday, don't worry. Do we have more comments?
Do we? We should. We do. We go to Facebook, right?
We do have Dembele attacking down the right flank, though. That pass didn't go where it was intended, and now Intercity out on the run. Let's see how Barca resolve the situation. Araujo comes out to defend. Koundé's going to intercept. Barca are going to recover the ball, and Spence is going to reach some more comments.
Yeah, the Intercity need a little bit of help right now. They need a lucky break. This game's wide open, by the way. So I guess I'll try to keep... Well, I can't.
Yeah,
okay.
You can.
All right. Jamie Nelson, or Jaime. Could be either one. I think it's Jaime. We missed you guys. Vamos. Ibrahim Usman. I cannot wait to see Araujo and Koundé back together again. Yes. We love it. Jehulino Menjino. Carlos. Memphis is going to score today. I think the same thing. I think he's going to do one of those things where he turns his back to you, and then he does a little spin move. And he gets you. I think I see it coming today.
More than the same.
Yair, vamos Barça desde México. Jimena says, mi amigo que pregunta por qué el Barça no fue mundial.
Well, almost all the team went.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close. And Zain, Barcelona will cruise 3-0.
Oh, nice.
Score.
Well, we're on the way.
Got one.
We are on the way. 14th minute, and Bruno, from what we've seen, Barca have come out with a very clear intention to attack and try and get this done early.
Absolutely. Some aspects. First of all, to see Iñaki Peña wearing this number 13, it looks great for him. This new kid, this first time as a first-team player today in the field. Then the safety that gives us Koundé and Araujo's partnership of centre-backs. It's just unbelievable between Koundé and Araujo. This can help us a lot, not just, of course, in defense, also for all what they bring in attack. And then let's see if there is magic up front like now.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Barca progressing down the middle. Ferran tries to get to it. No, the defence is going to clear. Pressure by Dembele. And Intercity managed to get the ball out of a danger zone. Try and run out on the break. Barca did manage to halt that. And the home side will play from behind. Bruno, you were saying?
No, yeah, basically I'm going to say that I'm happy to see this partnership of defenders with Araujo, Koundé, of course also Iñaki Peña, and well, the youngsters like, wow, look, this is skills. Paulo Torre now also shining.
Whoa, nice. Barca moving forward. That pass into the middle got intercepted, but Barca keep possession. Let's see. Memphis is playing on the left, by the way, and Ferran is the one playing down the middle. That might be a little clue as to what might happen on Sunday with no Lewandowski. We'll talk about that in a second with Bruno. Here's Dembele on the right. Ousmane Dembele setting up Ferran on the edge of the box. Out came a defender to run away with the ball, but Koundé does very well to recover for Barca. This is just such an open game.
Yeah, and I was trying to think how many times Koundé and Araujo played together. Like, not very many.
Not very many. We'll ask Bruno to have a look and see how many it is this season. Bruno, you have homework. How many times have Koundé and Araujo played together this season? We're not asking you right now. You can research that information.
Not many.
And I would say
not many, because Koundé has played as a right back many of the times, and same for Araujo, who also has been really involved playing as a right back. So yeah, we're gonna check it. But I would say that not many times.
That's
and also Koundé missed the first games of the season because he hadn't been registered yet.
And what I was thinking as a centre back, I think it's the first time they played together, or one of the first times, like as centre backs.
Could well be.
Both of them.
Bruno, I was just mentioning right now, careful, because this is a chance on the break for Intercity. Araujo and Koundé chasing around Iñaki Peña. Araujo saves! Araujo saves on the line.
He's back.
And that was a great chance for Aaron, who did very well to get in behind Araujo and Koundé in transition on the counter-attack. And
wow, that should have been a goal.
That should have been a goal. He went around Iñaki Peña.
He did everything right.
Outruns Koundé, outruns Araujo. Araujo did very well to get back underneath the goal and slide in.
Super smart. Instead of following him, just going to the goal. Really smart.
Boy, and Aaron gets around Iñaki Peña, and he's got a clear path to the goal, and then he tries to hit it with the outside of his foot, and he just didn't get full contact with it, and it slowed up just enough for Araujo to get there.
What a save by Ronald Araujo, who scored Barca's goal and saved one right now. A corner kick for Intercity came to nothing. Barca are going to run away with the ball. There's Memphis trying to make progress. Sorry, it was Ferran Torres trying to make progress. Bruno, what an intervention by Ronald Araujo. That's what he gives you.
Really close there to score a goal Intercity, but again, Araujo, the one he's having. Now for the first time, we see the fans here cheering up a little bit their team, because I was going to say, of course, this is a big party for Alicante today to have Barça again with more than 30,000 people in one important city of Spain. But in terms of their chances to knock out Barça, I'm sure that playing in their home in a really small stadium with their crowd would be kind of an advantage for them, because here there's not kind of a group of supporters of Intercity. There's people mixed, the Barça fans with the ones from Intercity. So it's kind of a party of football, but not the best conditions, I will say, for Intercity, taking into account this good advantage for these small teams to have this leg playing at their home.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. What was the thought process behind bringing the game here, other than attracting more people? Because more people doesn't mean an advantage for them. It doesn't mean more fans.
But
if anything,
football is for the people.
Yeah.
Well, of course, that's the case. But I'm talking about if you're Intercity and you want to compete in this game and you want to win, you're going to a stadium that's 3 times the size of your own or more. You're playing against a team that will bring fans with them to the game, and you're putting your players in a situation that they haven't really been in all year.
I think the thought process is simply just making the game available for more people. Obviously, more tickets you sell, more money for the club as well. And that's basically
I would
it,
say
I'd say.
it goes there, and also for the show, like when it's those kind of stadiums that like for the TV and everything, it's not maybe like the best for the show. But I would say it all goes with also like the money. Like
you win the game, you get money too. You know?
Yeah, but
Right, Barca attacking. 20 minutes played. There's a lot that has happened in this game so far. I mean, it is highly exceeding the expectations that I had for these games, because they tend to be rough, these first rounds of the Copa del Rey, these single game ties. We've seen a lot happen. We've seen a goal, a couple of opportunities for Barca. Intercity had an opportunity as well, which was saved off the line by Araujo right now. But all in all, Barca have dominated so far, and not other than that transition
and
opportunity.
we are not
given a chance.
seeing an Intercity that is closing up and parking the bus up there. Like they are trying to press, they are organized, and they are having those opportunities in a counterattack, as we saw before with Araujo, just organizing and pressing. And careful. Barca had the opportunity, and I'm impressed because Barca is like pushing and showing a really good.
Chance here, the far post. Ousmane Dembele was waiting for the Memphis cross, couldn't quite send the ball in the right direction. He had a defender on top of him. There's the cross by Memphis coming in from the left, and it looks like Dembele didn't quite believe the ball was going to get to him.
No.
He didn't quite connect.
It was a perfect cross, a little rainbow pass over the top. I'll tell you what, Memphis has not taken a shot yet in the first quarter of this game, but his passing and positioning have been almost perfect so far.
Careful here, Araujo manages to keep the ball.
He's
in a
just
one-on-one
on fire.
situation. Just reminding us, for those of us who have maybe forgotten what he's capable of. Here is Ousmane Dembele driving forward, very active today. The 1-2 with Ferran Torres. Dembele is going to send it out wide to Jordi Alba. Great feed. Alba in the side. Oh, the shot blocked.
And there was handball, right?
I don't know. I mean,
there's no VAR,
Yeah,
so
there is no VAR.
it's not going to matter.
Dembele and Jordi Alba combining for the Messi-like combination there. That,
that
Alba and
one
Messi had
first,
going on for years.
But it was like a really nice combination. First Dembele to Memphis, then Jordi Alba and Dembele appearing there inside the box. Like, it was really nice.
I wonder what challenges Xavi has put forth to the players today, because if you've watched A New Era, you know that Xavi likes to give his players challenges before the game. We've seen that available on Amazon Prime. Don't forget that.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a bit.
But he gives the challenges, and I'm wondering, this is a different game. It's the Copa, so maybe the challenge is a little different. Like, hey, if you win by 4, I'll buy dinner or something.
We'll have to see. Maybe sometimes there aren't challenges. I don't know if he does them in every game.
It looked like he did.
Maybe.
Well, he said in press conference that if they win tomorrow, they don't train.
No. He got asked that, and he denied it.
He denied it.
He denied it.
Okay.
Yeah. The plan was that they would get a day off on New Year's Day on
If
Sunday
they
if they beat
win
Espanyol, but
against
they didn't, so they had to
Espanyol,
train. Paulo Torre on the edge of the box. That didn't progress well for Barca, but we have the ball again, and here is Jordi Alba. Ooh, little nutmeg, but the pass didn't get its destination.
But I like the intensity of the team. Like
Quick recoveries as well.
Yeah.
Here's Memphis. Also with a 1-0 lead, the goal was scored by Ronald Araujo early in the game. Barely 2 minutes played off of the corner kick, delivered by Pablo Torre. Araujo scored.
And Araujo saved.
And Araujo then saved, yes. Just, I'd say 5 minutes ago. A counter-attack opportunity for Aron, who went around Iñaki Peña, and Araujo came in to save the ball off the line. Looks like the Barca players are fairly comfortable when moving around the ball, able to pass to where they want, able to operate with plenty of space. Now Koundé plays a long ball in for Kessié to save and keep in play. Barca are on the left, Jordi Alba. Memphis turns on the edge of the box, goes down, nothing called. I said Barca, Bruno looked fairly comfortable on the pitch.
Yes, but they have to be careful with this kind of transitions and long balls when Intercity are trying to counter-attack, and that's the way the only big chance arrived, and it was a really good one, a clear one. So Barça controlling the ball, but they have to move the lines back quickly once they lost the ball if they don't want to suffer.
The key with this club, when they get into these little packs of time where they're struggling to generate clear opportunities, is pace, like this. And it looks like there's
It was a foul?
might be a penalty. I see a penalty.
Penalty, Bruno.
Well,
Yes, it has been called. I don't know if it's a foul or a penalty. I think
Or
it's
is
a
it
foul
outside?
Might be
outside
just
the box.
outside.
Yeah, just at the edge of the box.
Okay,
It's
okay.
a foul. Yeah.
Super close.
Dembele driving forward. Oh, yeah. It's outside the box.
Yeah. But
The
literally
defender is
for
on the
10
line. Dembele
centimeters.
and the ball are out. Yeah. No. Clear contact outside. So, wait a minute. We have our own ongoing bet here, Spence.
yeah,
We're
we
the only
do.
ones still alive in it, I think.
Yeah,
Because
no,
Bruno
I'm
said that the first goal kick, a free kick goal of the season would be on the 31st. That happened already. I went for the 8th of November. That's long gone. Irati went even before that. And Spence, you said that we were going to score our first free kick goal against Getafe on the 22nd of January. That's still
possible.
Still possible, but it could be now.
I would take it now. I'll refrain from erasing your names up above until after this goal is scored to, be kind to you both.
Well, that has already been arranged. Jordi Alba could take it with his left foot. Memphis could take it with his right. Who's it going to be?
Give it to Memphis.
There goes Memphis
Oi!
underneath the wall. The ball went up in the air and bounced off of the crossbar. Memphis with the sneaky little free kick there.
Close.
It's funny. He tried to go to the far post.
It would have counted
Yeah.
as a
Oh,
free
it's a
kick.
Memphis goal. I don't think so.
Like for our bet, I would say.
Irati's saying if it goes in off of the deflection, does it count as a free kick goal? Like it does. Does it?
That's careful here because we have a corner kick and we know what happened in the previous corner kick. Pablo Torre with the delivery.
Oi!
Connected at the far post by Koundé. Ball still bouncing around inside the box. And
Stop it,
Usman.
Usman.
Usman with a bit of skill. Pablo Torre knocked down. And a foul called against Mari.
Yeah, Robert, I'm sorry. We didn't score on that free kick, but now I'm going to have to go erase a couple of things. So I'm on my way.
Go for it.
Question is the chalk here? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, boy. I don't take any joy out of doing this, I have to say.
No.
I don't. I have no joy in erasing Robert's name.
But Robert is not out.
I am out, yeah.
Yeah,
I went 8th of November.
He went Osasuna.
Yeah, that happened already.
So Robert is done. And Bruno tried Espanyol. That didn't happen. So it's me. And you got Natalia technically too.
Oh, yeah, she went.
Natalia went for the next game.
Next game, yeah. Careful.
So,
Ooh.
He slipped.
Barça with a chance there. Ferran Torres slipped when he was making a run inside the box. I want to know, live chat, we had the question, all of this about the free kicks is because Barça have not scored a free kick since May 2021.
You can just say since Messi.
Yeah.
Since Messi. Messi scored one at the Mestalla Stadium. We have not scored one in a year and a half. Just over a year and a half. We made our bets. Only Spence and Natalia are still going in that live chat. When do you think Barca will break the curse of the free kick? Let us know in which game. We'll read out some comments. Bruno, it hasn't happened yet for Barca. We're not scoring free kicks. Why is that happening?
No free kicks, but at least today a set piece and a great corner kick. In the first one of the match, Xavi was saying in the press conference, we have to be score our chances. We have to be more effectiveness, and they did it today. So at least from a set piece, let's see if a direct free kick can arrive in an important day. We have Atletico de Madrid match on Sunday, of course, a key one, and of course the Super Cup then in Saudi Arabia. Hopefully 2 games against Betis and against the winner of Madrid and Valencia. So yeah, let's see if direct free kick arrives in this following 7-10 days.
I see we have a comment on our live chat from our former director, Mauri. There you go. Hey, Mauri. Carolina says that we will score a free kick against Betis in La Supercopa. That is next week. Do we have... I guess this is my name now. It says versus Man U. Oh, we still have to wait for that. Hampus says they will score a free kick today. That would be nice. And Mauri says Robert is the best. Thank you, Mauri. Right.
Gotta be honest, I forgot about Manchester United until just this moment when you said it.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've got a lot going on in the next month and a half. We've got Copa del Rey. If we progress, then we'll have a next round in 2 weeks. We've got the Supercopa. We've got La Liga, where we're tied at points with Real Madrid, 38 points each, and we visit the Metropolitano on Sunday. That will be a very big game. And then, of course, in February, we've got Europa League, and that will be against Manchester United. Barca playing some nice football here.
Really good passing.
On the right-hand side, good combinations between Dembele and Kessié. Another corner kick, Bruno. No, it's a goal kick. Oh, sorry.
No,
right.
Goal kick.
Right, Bruno. We were talking just a minute ago about the confirmation that Barca will accept the 3-game suspension for Robert Lewandowski. I want to ask the fans, do you think that the 3-match suspension for Lewandowski is fair? 1, yes. 2, you can't really decide. 3, do you think it's scandalous? Bruno, what do you think?
I will say that it's difficult, but at the same time it's something, when you judge an interpretation of something that Lewandowski did, it's something that for the future, careful, because for me, judge a kind of interpretation, it's dangerous, because then you're entering there on what you suppose that Lewandowski was referring to.
Yeah.
So for me, it's too much. 3 games in total. That it's 1 + 2 in the end. And what it worries me the most is what has happened for the future. Because if you start judging what you think it has happened and not actually real facts, when the referees you send a red card and you say then in your report, well, it has said because he said this and this, or because he did this and this. But in this case, for me, it's dangerous, the decision from the committees and from the referees. And let's see what happens in the future with other possible things that may happen. But for me, it's not the best decision.
I don't think it's a good decision as well. You're interpreting a little gesture from Robert Lewandowski when he's leaving the pitch. Lots of other gestures are made and go unpunished. Lots of other things are said and go unpunished as well. I think it's a bit scandalous that he got a 3-match ban for that. Sid says, why 3-match ban? Well, we got sent off against Osasuna, double yellow. We're not discussing that. Careful, Memphis on the edge of the box. Memphis trying to create something for himself there, surrounded by defenders, loses the ball ultimately. We're not discussing whether it's fair or not that he got sent off. It was a double yellow. Some will say that the first was a soft yellow. Maybe the second yellow card is unnecessary, knowing that he already has a first. We're not discussing that. He got sent off. Can't do anything about it. But then he got 2 extra games of suspension for making a gesture touching his nose as he was walking off, and that's where I think it's excessive.
I totally agree with Bruno, because I think it's really dangerous, because also in that game Piqué got sent off, and then he's playing that he got sent off for something. The referee listened on the locker room.
Pablo Torre, the combination there with Kessié on the edge of the box. Dembele, can he shoot? Takes it to his left. The shot by Dembele. Wide. It goes wide.
That was
a good
close.
chance for Barca. Irati, you can continue to make your point.
Yeah, that I totally agree with Bruno that it's really dangerous if now the referees not only judge what they see on the field, but also they start interpreting what they think something means without really asking or without really knowing, because we have to remember in that game Barca ended with the red card of Robert Lewandowski, but also to the one of Gerard Piqué for something he said in the locker room. like the referee listened and didn't know even who it was and sent off Gerard Piqué on his last game. So I think that is scandalous and should not be, like, it's not really fair. I think the red card was there, but the 3 matches is too much.
Good recovery from Pablo Torre. You have his stats right underneath me here. Dembele cuts through his right. The shot by Dembele blocked.
Dembele wants a goal.
Ousmane Dembele, who's very, very active today. He looks like he's got some extra boost in him today. There goes the cross by Jordi Alba, and it's a corner kick for Barca. Yet another one, Bruno, and Barca looking for a second goal.
The third corner kick now, yes. It would be important for Barca to score a second goal before halftime, because now it seems that the team are having the chances, are not suffering at the back. So let's see from this corner kick or in the following moves, this second goal can arrive.
And I see that our former director, Mauri, is still very active on the live chat, saying Sergio Edomillo. I don't know if he's talking about Sergio Busquets or our director now, Sergio Roldan. He always says, Robert, you are the best. So, I mean, decide, Mauri, decide. Who is it? Am I the best? Is Sergio the best? Is Pep Molero the best? Is Irati the best? Is Spencer the best?
I'd say Araujo is the best right now.
Yeah, Araujo is the best, yeah. Araujo with yet another chance. The header into, he goes over everyone and sends it wide. Right, Bruno, we were saying if the Lewandowski ban is fair, not fair. Obviously, we'll have to deal without him now in La Liga for 3 matches today. What Xavi is indicating that Ferran might be the option, do you think, with Ferran playing down the middle?
It's one option. You also have Ansu Fati, who can play as a winger or as your number 9. Same for Memphis. So actually you have 3 players, Ferran, Ansu and Memphis, that can play both in a wing or as a number 9. So today he's trying with Memphis in the left. That for me is the place where I love the most to see him, and with Ferran in the middle. But let's see what happens, because of course you also have Ansu Fati.
Yep, it's also an option. Memphis driving from the left, cuts to his left, and his cross is blocked momentarily. He gets the ball back in play. Now Kessié outside, further to the right. Barca move the ball back to the left.
And at least Memphis is proving he wants that spot that Lewandowski is leaving for the next few matches. He's playing really well.
Oh, look out.
Oh, Araujo again! Long range this time. Araujo, what's the brace?
Hey, he slipped.
He's come back.
He can test Araujo. He can test Araujo as a number 9.
Yeah,
that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
He slipped when he was winding up for that shot. But
playing the old Piqué would be the option there. A couple of shout-outs. Bogdan and Bacon Noob, both of them saying, please say my name. There you are. There you are. Right, what we do know as well, Bruno, for Sunday is that we won't have Lewandowski, and we will also not have Jordi Alba. Xavi talked about it yesterday in the press conference.
True, this one should be pretty easy with Balde playing in the left. Well, you also have Marcos Alonso, of course, and then in the right now you have Bellerin recover. You also have Cesar Roberto and Jules Koundé, and also Araujo. Let's see the counter-attack.
Let's see the counter-attack. Pablo Torre doing very well again to get the ball out of a situation of pressure. Now here he is driving. He's going to need some help. He essentially ran into Guillem Jaime there.
I know he just gave the ball away, but the build-up was because of him in the first place. So he's having a really good game. Memphis is having a really good game. This has been a good start for Barca.
It's been a very good start. I'd say we need a second goal to go into half-time with that 2-goal lead. Pablo Torre trying to filter it through to the oncoming run of Dembele. Keeping things tight and trying to run.
Because you give up to these situations, like the other team starts to get comfortable and extra motivated because they see there's a possibility just to draw the match. So I think it's really important to score that second goal early.
Well, there was also, I think, maybe a 10-minute period where there was a little bit of a lull from Barca, where we've talked about keeping the intensity up, keeping up the pace of the ball because the ball doesn't get tired. And now they've gotten back to that point where they're working with that sense of urgency, and that's where they do their best work.
1-0, 6 minutes remaining until half-time. Looks like Intercity might play it long from almost the midfield line here. Try and make the most of a chance at the set piece. Guillem Jaime, the former Barca B player, former Barca B captain, is going to deliver. No, they play it short. Now Jaime is going to try and progress in front of Pablo Torre. Down the right they go. In comes the cross. Careful with the header. And the ball is going to be cleared. It was offside, was it?
Yeah.
But
Referee lifted his arm. The ball did go in the end, but after the referee blew the whistle.
that should be a yellow card.
Let's see, because Araujo now seems that has suffered a collision with someone or with the ball. Well, okay, he's okay to continue, and the action here is going to be resumed. The stands have celebrated a lot this goal that, of course, has been disallowed because the action, there was an offside.
User asks, ¿Quién ha marcado gol? It was Araujo.
Yeah,
nice header.
Yeah. Nice header, and he could have scored one more at least. He hadn't.
Yeah, he had the other header and that one that he tried from outside the box.
I like what we're seeing from.
He's playing really well. I also
and he saved one on the line.
Yeah, even more important.
I think with this game, there's a couple of things that Xavi can say to a couple of his players. The first being, if you're Memphis right now, I know I've been praising the way he's played. He hasn't gotten a good opportunity to take a shot yet, which is obviously what he wants to do. It's what he's in there for. And the only shot he took was from the set piece that had a chance. But if you're Memphis, you can't get frustrated. You can't allow yourself to be upset by the lack of shooting, because at some point your teammates or you individually are going to work within the confines of the game to get yourself in a position where you're going to be able to take that shot. But if you start to get frustrated, that's when you start to force things. So I think right now he's doing a good job with that. And I think Xavi just needs to remind him.
Spence, will Barca score before half-time? Yes, no, you hope.
Yeah.
Oh, Koundé made a run into the box.
It'd be cool that
think so.
Araujo Koundé scored in the first
Yeah,
half.
be great to have
I
them
go
both
for
score.
yes. Yeah.
You go for yes, Bruno? Yes, no, do you hope?
I say no, and I don't really like the way the game is going, honestly, and I will explain
Really?
you why
Whoa.
after now this set piece. Yes.
What's
Hot take
happening,
from Bruno? I mean,
Yeah.
I thought we were all enjoying the game
Yeah.
here because Barca looked relatively comfortable, I'd say, in this game. But okay, Bruno, different sensations from the Rico Perez. Careful there with the cross. What aren't you liking, Bruno? The fact that we're not scoring, or or how we're playing?
We are here in Alicante. This first round of the Copa del Rey, I have to say, there's no atmosphere of football here. I mean, it's just people enjoying from their seats. But I don't, breathe this energy, this atmosphere from the crowd that they want their team to win. So this is a cold day, and if you don't close the match, like it happened against Espanyol, for example, in second half things can get complicated if Intercity equalizes. So it's really important to score the second goal. It's true that Barça are dominating, but Intercity also got their chances previously with the one that Araujo saved on the line, and now with this last set piece. So for me, it's really important to score the second goal.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I wouldn't go as far to say that I'm not liking what we're seeing, because I think the way that Barca are playing, the second goal should come. We've created opportunities. We're playing constantly close to Intercity's box.
Like, the danger is to get comfortable, that you see you're winning and you just slow down and don't put the intensity. But Barca is playing, is moving the ball, is pressing, is recovering the ball fast, and is creating opportunities. So I think if the team continues in this way, the second goal will come.
We're also recovering the ball very fast. The ball seems to be moving at an interesting pace. I would say as long as we don't lose any speed or that we don't get stagnant, I'm fine with the way Barca are playing, knowing of course that you need a second goal, otherwise things can potentially get complicated.
I think the other thing, when you get into those goal-scoring positions, which Barca will do, is you have to, especially in a game like this where you're not playing a top-tier opponent, you have to hit the target. You have to test the keeper.
Dembele trying to put the cross inside. That one was intercepted. Intercity trying to run away with it. And a foul is going to be called on Ronald Araujo with 1 minute remaining in this first half. It is 1-0 to Barca. The goal was scored very early on by Ronald Araujo. Very happy that he is back. It's got a nice little replay of bit of quality from Hector Bellerin.
Really important also this game for Bellerin, I would say, because he didn't have probably the minutes he expected in the first half of the season before the World Cup, and then after 1 month and a half resting, I think really important these minutes also for his confidence.
Careful here because we're in the final seconds of the first half, and Intercity are going to put the ball into the box from almost the halfway line. Careful.
Araujo is everywhere.
Yeah, Araujo's everywhere. Jordi Alba's going to have to clear from the left. No, he lets it roll out. There'll be a throw in to Barca. Will there be any added time, Bruno, do you think?
Yes, there's going to be, let's see, we have now the fourth referee. 1 minute of stoppage time.
1 minute of stoppage time, and Barca are going to try and score the second in transition. Ferran out wide to Ousmane Dembele. Here he goes. Dembele through, inside.
See?
Ferran, do it, boy. Do it, Ferran.
No.
Wide. The finish by Ferran right across the keeper goes just wide. It was the right intention.
What a good connection there. Oh, that's a pity.
No, he's not offside. It's a great ball by Ousmane Dembele, and I do want the defender get a touch on it. Ferran. It should be a corner. It should be a corner. Yeah. Okay. It is a corner, right? Oh, it is. Okay, we're taking it. It's had so many replays, I didn't see what we got out of it. Which is nothing ultimately, because Barca took it short and lost the ball. Final seconds of this first half. Let's see if we can swing the ball in from the right hand side. Araujo there. Araujo out wide. Dembele with the cross cleared away. Chance for Intercity to run. Busquets interrupts it, and the referee blows the final whistle for this first half with the 1-0 advantage for Barca. The goal scored by Ronald Araujo on the day of his return after injury. 1-0 advantage for Barca at halftime. And as always, here on Barca Live, we want to ask you, did you like the first half? Do you give it a thumbs up? Do you give it a thumbs down? Let us know your impressions on the live chat. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
My impressions is thumbs up because first of all, because we are winning. Araujo came back like in a great shape, and also for the intensity. These kind of games normally you see like the team can be like comfortable and not playing with high intensity. The team is playing well and with intensity, so thumbs up.
Spence?
Yeah, this is the kind of game that I think anything less than this result at the end of the half, we would be saying thumbs down. But with one goal, that's a good place to start. But to keep the thumbs up, we have to do more of the same and more in the second half.
Keep those thumbs up and maybe not those thumbs down, but keep the emojis coming on the live chat. We want it very colourful. I'm going to give it a thumbs up as well. I think we played well. I think it could have been at least 2-0 with the opportunities that we created. But we saw what happened last Saturday against Espanyol. We cannot relax. We can't not take things for granted. We need to take our opportunities, put them in the back of the net and secure getting into the next round. We'll see in the second half if that happens, if there are more opportunities, if Xavi makes substitutions as well. And we'll have to wait for that. Spence, you're going to entertain the fans with your halftime quiz?
Let's do it.
Let's go to Spence's halftime quiz.
Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas. I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. How we doing out there, Barca Nation? Did you miss this? Did you miss us? I missed you. I'm very happy to be back doing the halftime quiz, and we have a special edition of the halftime quiz today because we're talking about the Copa. We're into a new competition. It's time for a bit of a change of pace, but if you know your Copa, then you should be all right with this one. Well, we'll see. Again, as I always say, and I know it's been 6 weeks, so a little reminder, 5 for 5 is what we're striving for. If you can go 5 for 5, then you'd join a very rare elite group of people who have been able to do that. So I hope that you can. Keep me in the loop if you're 3 for 3, 4 for 4. I'll try to shout out as many of your names as possible. I'm going to pull up my Barca Intercity YouTube version that has all of your chat coming in. And now we're going to go up, and away, and we're going to see what we can do with these 5 questions. So let's start with question number 1. This is something, if you're a true culé, you should probably know. So if you don't, this is your chance. How many times have Barca won the Copa del Rey? Is it 11, 21, 31, or 41? 1. And when we start to get some answers rolling in, which are now coming, let's see. Alfher says C. Maya says I'm watching from Argentina. Okay, well, that's a good place to be right now. Got a lot of correct answers coming in, so you know what? I can't read all of your names, but I'll give you some of them. Velshko, Alex, Mac is back, Pradeep, Seydu. In Seydu's profile picture is the new version of the Barça kit, the 2022-23 version. I don't think anybody got this one wrong except Dave VRC. Dave, what are you doing, man? Everyone's got this one. You all know it. I'm very proud and impressed. Yes, it is the most of any team in the history of the Copa del Rey. 31 titles, looking for 32. Now, okay, so I'm going to assume that everybody started 1 for 1. So now it's going to start to get a little bit tougher. Question 2. There are 14 different clubs in the history of this competition who have won. How many of them are not currently one of the 20 teams in La Liga? 14 different winners. Barça 31 times is the most. How many of these 14 teams are below the top flight of Spanish football? Is it 0, 4, 7, or 9? Cyril says 4. Abdulaziz says 7. Sid says 7. Justin says 4. Fran Massens says 4. The Monkey Gamer says 7. Hannah Rising says 4. Matush says 4. Lots. You guys are all great. I love the interaction here because everybody is putting their answers in, and most of you are right. It's nearly impossible for me to follow how many of you are starting 2 for 2. So you're just going to have to remind me after questions 3 and 4. Anthony is correct. Tala is correct. Marlon is correct. Let's see it. Yeah. 4 teams currently outside the top flight who have won this trophy before: Zaragoza, Real Unión, Deportivo La Coruña, and Arenas won it a long time ago. Question 3. So when you win the Copa, other than, pride and a trophy, you get something. What do you get? What is the prize that awaits the winner of the Copa del Rey? Is it A, a truckload of croquetas? Talking like, camione, like a giant semi-trailer. B, they're a guest of honor in the 2023 Club World Cup. C, a direct berth into next year's Champions League group stage. Or D, a direct berth into next year's Europa League group stage. Answers coming in. Gabriela says C. Ekix says a truckload of croquetas. I sure hope so. Let's see. Parkour says C. Hasit says D. Mario says D. Chris says C. Whale Abroad says C. We got a couple of A's coming in. Nice. Carolina, I believe, said B. Marco says B, a guest of honor. Schlifty says D. Mac says D. Ace Gaming also. David says A. Jason says B. I know we have some people who are 3 for 3. You're just going to have to remind me who. Answer, please. It is a direct berth into the Europa League group stage. So, look, it can happen. It's happened before. It happened last year. One of the teams from the Liechtenstein, or no, sorry, I beg your pardon, the Luxembourg second division, from the Swiss second division, they worked their way in. It can happen to anybody. So, this is what they play for. You never know. Question 4. In 2018, it's just 4 or 5 years ago, Intercity were playing where? This is our opponent today. We have to learn a little bit about them. So they were playing, was it A, in the nearby town of Elche? It's only about 15, 20 minutes away, not very far, Elche and Alicante. B, the 6th tier of Spanish football. C, in the Segunda Division promotion playoff final with a chance to get to La Liga. Or D, nowhere. They were not an established club at that time. Answers coming in hot with Hussein, who says A, Anais, who says B, Alex says B, Odile says B, lots of B's coming in. KK says C, Carlos says A in a nearby town, Justin says B, Carolina says C, Steven says D, nowhere. The Monkey Gamer has B, Alex I mentioned as B, Mac says B, I believe Mac is 4 for 4 at the moment. So let's see the answer. Yeah, it was indeed the 6th tier of Spanish football. That's crazy. Now they're in the 3rd tier, so they have skyrocketed in just 5 very short years. Up, skyrocketed. All right, I want to know if you're 4 for 4. So when you give me this answer now, give me the answer and also tell me if you're 4 for 4. So give me the answer and then maybe a little 4/4, because I think there's a couple of you out there. And this is not an easy one. Question 5. Currently, one of the 8 teams left outside of the top 2 leagues, the Primera and the Segunda, how many similar teams have reached the round of 16 in the last 3 years that this competition has been played? So we're talking about Intercity. They're one of 8 teams left this year who are outside. They're in the 3rd tier or lower. How many teams from the 3rd or 4th or 5th tiers have reached the round of 16 in the last 3 years of this competition? Is it none? It's never happened. 2 of those teams have reached the final 16. C, is it 4? Or D, 6? And now I'm going to start checking. Parkour has it at C. The Monkey Gamer has it at C. Eric the Pro says the answer is 4, and Eric says 4 for 4, so Eric would be a pro. Ace Gaming says C. Max says C. Light of Islam says C. Let's see. Alia says, I'm sadly 4 for 4. Why is it sad, Alia? Ayuaeya says C. 4 for 4 as well. A lot of you got this right. I don't know if you're all cheating or if you're just on Wikipedia or what, but well done. A lot of people went 5 for 5 today. I guess I just didn't make it hard enough. Let's see it. Yeah, 4 teams have reached the round of 16 from the 3rd tier or lower. Alcoyano beat Real Madrid 2 years ago. Navalcarnero, Baleares did it last year, and Ceuta, which is that little tiny mass of land that's actually on the Moroccan side, they have already advanced this year. So there are still some chances this year for it to happen, but love to see those bottom tier teams advancing, except tonight. And that does it for our halftime quiz. Thanks for going 5 for 5. Back to you, Robert and Irati.
Well, thank you, Spence, for keeping our audience entertained during halftime. 1-0 at the Rico Pérez. The players are still in the dressing rooms, and we do want to know, who was your favourite player in the first half? Who do you think was the best player in the first half? Bruno, I'll ask you as well. Who was the best player of the first half? We're giving 3 options to the audience. It could obviously be someone else if you think it's someone else. The options we're giving: Pablo Torre, Araujo, or Dembele.
I think it's an easy one today, Robert. I'm going to say Araujo. I mean, because of the goal he has scored in the opening minute, because of the goal he has saved on the line, and not just for these 2 actions, rest of the game in attack, in defense. Superb, Ronald Araujo. Fantastic to have him back at this great level after his injury. Really positive. Also good game, the one that's playing Pablo Torre and also Dembele. I'm enjoying, of course, the 3 of them, but for me, Araujo, with a little bit of difference, is the best one so far. Yes, we have the starters in the locker room yet, but the rest of the squad, the ones that have started in the bench, almost everyone is here in the field, warming up and practicing a little bit with the ball. Now we see Captain Sergio Busquets stepping into the Rico Pérez grass. So this is about to start, guys, this second half of the Spanish Cup 3rd round.
And from what we see, it doesn't look like there are going to be any substitutions right now at halftime, right, Bruno?
No, it doesn't seem that there's going to be any change, but we can expect them after the first 10-15 minutes.
Right, we were asking the audience, who do you think the best player of the first half was? Was it Pablo Torre? Was it Araujo? Was it Dembele? Was it someone else? Dev says Pablo. Carolina says Araujo. Collins Lazzi says Pablo Torre. Hampus says Dembele. Bot Joe says Araujo. Stephen says Araujo. I'd say there's more division of opinions than what I expected. Amos Suntoyin says Pablo Torre. Alex says Pablo Torre. Schlifty says Araujo. Andrew Leo says Araujo. Footy Edit says Araujo as well. Then lots of Araujos. I think it's a fairly easy pick, right?
Yeah,
Pablo Torre had an excellent first half.
Yeah, Pablo Torre played really well, but I think like Araujo was everywhere. Like he scored, he was defended really well. He saved that one, and the most important is that feeling that he's come back with the same level that he left, and also leaves you the question like what would have happened if Araujo was saved all the season. So for me, it's an easy pick. It's Ronald Araujo.
Spence, I hope that someone lets Marlon Pretorius know where this person can watch the match, because he or she is flooding our live chat with the comment, does someone know where to watch the match for free? So I hope that someone can find a link for this person.
Tell you what, start by telling us what country you're watching in, and then maybe we can help
Exactly.
you.
Marlon Pretorius,
changes based on the
which
country.
are you watching it from? That's a great idea, Spence. Great idea, Spence. Well done. It's a good way to think. But lots of other people voting for Araujo. Blinkopedia, for example, voting for Araujo as best player of the first half. Uriol Sanz as well. Dana Aziz says, I love you guys. We love you back.
And someone is going to sleep, or good night,
yeah.
good night.
Maya Valdez says, hi, I'm watching you from Argentina. Edith says, I'm watching from the United States. This is a good moment to ask you, like, guys, where are you watching us from? Let us know where you're watching us from. Flags from your countries. We want flags on the live chat, the flag from your country. You can go into the emojis and find the flag from your country. Fill the live chat with flags. I want it to be colourful. I want to see which countries you are watching us from. The second half is underway. No substitutions for Barça, right, Bruno?
No substitutions for Barça. One for Intercity with number 10 Christian Herrera, attacking midfielder, replacing Galvez, one defender. So we assume a change of system here for Intercity now with more than 4-3-3. But we have now the first Barça player warming up. That is Eric Garcia.
Oh, interesting. He didn't get any minutes the other day against Espanyol, so let's see if we get a 2023 debut for Eddie Garcia. Spence, we've got lots of flags coming in.
Testing me again.
Marlon Pretorius is obviously listening, says, does someone know where to watch the match for free from? I'm from South Africa. So, hi, Marlon from South Africa.
Was that the person that you were asking about? Okay, South Africa. Answer is... I don't have it yet.
Don't worry. I want to know where our people, where the people watching us are from.
Okay, I do have the answer, but I'll give it to you afterwards. Let's see. I just quickly checking in. Austin, I believe that would have to be Austin, Texas.
Texas, yeah.
Netherlands, Luxembourg. I think I see. Giannis. I think that's a Luxembourg flag. Ukraine, Egypt.
Yeah, give us the names of the people as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Alex from Ireland. Giannis from I think Luxembourg. A name that I very well cannot pronounce because it's with letters that I do not understand, but it's Ukraine. Let's see. Baby Grill, Austria. Anais, Belgium.
I have a Danny Mortensen from Denmark. An Africa Hernandez from Belgium. A Daniel WG from Belgium as well.
Kevin
Haber from Seattle, Washington.
Kevin Contreras says is the three United States flags and 3 Mexican flags, so maybe it's the border, like Mexicali.
Yeah.
That's a real place, by the way.
Pressure for
it's the name of the place.
Peña, who plays it out wide. More countries. Keep the flags coming. We've got Brazil, we've got Ireland, we've got Canada, we've got the United States, we've got Germany.
Argentina.
Danny Mortensen saying the Danish flag. Becky Turnbull sending the UK flag. Cyril Exe, Romania.
Are we allowed to? Can we post links?
Which is this
here?
flag? You
no,
know
we
this
can't.
flag?
We can't. Okay, because I have the. Which one?
Yeah, no.
This one.
That looks like Trinidad and Tobago, I think.
Stancy, are you from there?
I think. Wait, let me double check that.
I love all these flags.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh.
Nice. Right, Bruno, how has this second half started for Barca while we were looking at flags?
yeah, no, same script, Barça dominating, controlling the ball. And there are more players now warming up for Barça. Gavi, and the stands, as you may imagine, went crazy once Gavi has started warming up. And also Rafinha. So Eric Garcia, Rafinha, and Gavi are the three Barça players warming up. Now Barça has lost possession, but similar script to the one from the first half. Although we can expect Intercity attacking a little bit more for sure in this second half, because they need at least one goal to equalize and force the extra time right now.
Yeah, of course. Just a reminder, today, single game tie. If we win, we go through to the next round, which will be played in 2 weeks. If we draw, extra time, potentially penalties, we don't want that today. If we lose, we're out. We go home, and we're out of the Copa del Rey. So obviously we need to secure the win here. Here's a chance for Ousmane Dembele. Dembele! Oh, the chance saved by the keeper. Need to finish that in. Put it in, boy. The cross by Dembele. Ferran couldn't get to it. It was just too high for him. Be careful now with the counter-attack, and Pablo Torre is going to take one for the team.
Good foul.
Pull the shirt and get the yellow card. Good foul there, Bruno, from Pablo Torre.
Absolutely, really intelligent here, Pablo Torre, stopping a dangerous counter-attack from Intercity. So this is the first yellow card for FC Barcelona in this game. The first one goes for Pablo Torre.
Spence, I keep seeing more flags. Kuwait from Fatma Al-Azmi, Shoham Ben Meir from Israel, Eleni is from Cyprus, Tando is from South Africa, Lai of Islam from Bangladesh, Charlie Barca from England, Haruna Yusuf from Ghana. We need to get a map or something that we can put pins in.
That's a good point. We really should.
See where the fans are watching us from, because I'd say today we have
all continents.
All
we
continents,
and
I'd say we have more than usual.
Well,
more flags than usual. The fans are active. They've missed us, I think.
I want to make sure that we follow through with our South African friend.
Well, but yeah, I'd let the live chat deal with that. I think. Yeah,
all right. Fine.
We don't want to drive our South African away from us necessarily.
Well, you can multi-screen.
Yeah. Alia, of course, from Slovenia. Keep the flags coming, guys. Let us know how you spent New Year's Eve in your country. What's the tradition there? We do 12 grapes here. And Spence, did you do the 12 grapes?
Yeah, love it. Love the 12 grapes.
I almost miss it.
Yeah?
Because I thought it was cuartos, that before they start counting, and when it was 6, it was like, it's
You're
now,
a
and it started,
Iraqi.
almost. And I was the one teaching, because I spent with the night with a guy from Poland, the other was from Mexico, Sweden, and everything. I was the one teaching, and I almost missed it.
And you taught them wrong. Okay, careful. Add-on with the cross here at the far post. It'll be a goal kick for Barca. Right, so the tradition here is that when the bells chime, the first 12 chimes of the year, each time it goes, you put a grape in your mouth. But before... But before that, you get the quarters.
I'm not going to do it 12 times.
Before
what do you mean? The quarters, like at the quarter of the hour.
Yeah.
I see.
And Irati started going. So that's our tradition here, 12 grapes for the first 12 chimes of the year. What's your tradition in your country? Also, who would you like to see in the second half? Who would you guys like to see in the second half? Ansu, Gavi, or De Jong? I'd like to see Ansu.
Yeah, I was going to go for Ansu because I think he needs it for the confidence, and it could be a really good game for him today. It's open and there's spaces.
Yeah, among the three on there, Ansu is the answer, but I might change that answer if I can open it up to the rest of the bench too.
Balde?
Balde needs to get at least 15 minutes, I think.
I get the sense that Balde's playing on Sunday, well, especially with the Jordi Alba suspension. Here's Ousmane Dembele.
Oh.
Good setup for Pablo Torre. Good pass. A chance for Barca here. The shot blocked from Ferran Torres, who probably, Bruno, should have taken it first time off of the pass by Pablo Torre.
Incredible combination, incredible move there between Dembele, Memphis, Pablo Torre with one touch, football. I mean, impressive move. Careful now with Intercity.
So here they try to play the ball through. Across comes Kessié Aron with the run. The shot saved by Iñaki Peña. Good save by Iñaki, and I believe, Bruno, it's his first save of the game.
Yes, first save for Iñaki Peña, because the other one was made by Araujo on the line.
Yeah.
But guys, that's why Barca needs to close the game. And now it reminds me a little bit also what happened on the weekend against Espanyol. I mean, you're having the chances. Intercity is practically not arriving at all. and you need to close the game because you are 1-0 up, and you need to score the second goal if you don't want to suffer at the final part of the game. Xavi looking a little bit nervous after what has happened now, this chance of Intercity. As we have been explaining, the options, the real options that can come on shortly are Gavi, Rafinha and Eric. So let's see if Xavi makes any movement or any change in the following minutes. We expect them, yeah.
Right, those are the three players who are warming up. Gavi, Rafinha and Eric Garcia. Xavi looking to move the bench shortly, I imagine. Barca have had a couple of good opportunities now. The Dembele one saved by the keeper and the shot blocked by Ferran after a couple of good combinations as well.
Yeah, the combinations were perfect. Maybe the last decision is what is missing for Barca today, because Ferran could just have shot in the first option he had. I think Rafinha can be really good for this game to open and to give some sparkle there in the last decisions.
I see a comment on the live chat saying who scored. Ronald Araujo scored in the second minute of the game. A header coming in like a freight train off of a delivery by Pablo Torre. Bruno, what's happening?
Well, some people here in the stands have started singing Barça, Barça, and many people have been surrounding them, but at the same time also half of the stadium was whistling this Barça support, so half and half. Careful Dembele!
Here is Ousmane Dembele, who's going to run away with the ball. He stumbles a little bit but manages to stay on his feet. Dembele inside the box, can he pass it back? Dembele! Ball goes back to Bellerin, the cross inside above Pablo Torre, who is the shortest player available. Here is Jordi Alba. Barca still attacking, the ball inside. No. Memphis!
Oh. Flags up now.
He was offside, I think. Offside, right, Bruno?
Yes, the action was previously disallowed, offside.
Okay, good chance there for Memphis, who was offside, yes. Cross inside by Jordi Alba, and Memphis on the first touch with the ball floating in the air,
second
over
half,
the crossbar. Yeah, go,
I
Bruno.
don't know if you already said it, but well, Memphis is playing as a number 9 and Ferran in the left wing in the second half.
They've switched positions. Ferran was playing in the middle in the first half with Memphis on the left. Now it's vice versa.
I mean, Memphis was playing in a lot of different spots, popping up in different places in the first half too. I thought actually a lot of his movement and passing in the middle of the pitch was really nice.
Right, 55 minutes of the game, 10 minutes played in this second half. Barca have had opportunities, but as Bruno said, second goal to prevent this from getting into dangerous territory like we saw last Saturday against Espanyol. Very different game, of course.
I feel the team needs Gavi.
You think we need that kind of energy?
Yeah. Because it's kind of entering in a dangerous and weird position. The game is super open.
Here is Dembele offered the pass by Memphis. Dembele very involved in this game. The cross with his left foot headed away by Guillem Jaime. Ferran Torres is going to chase that clearance. The ball is for Intercity at the moment. And Barca recover. Aron is going to hang on to the ball in the middle and feed it out wide to Cristo on the left. Now Intercity feeling themselves a little bit here. A foul by Kessié. Bruno, I think the difference between the second half today and the second half on Saturday is that on Saturday in the derby against Espanyol, maybe Barca got a little bit too complacent, slowed down the pace, became predictable. Today we've already had chances and it looks like every time Barca see a space, they're going for it.
Yes, and now Robert, Oscar Hernandez calling to the three players that were warming up. So we can assume that can be a triple substitution there with Eric Garcia, Gavi and also Rafinha. I'm doubting a little bit more on Gavi because Oscar was now having a final word, but yes, he's getting changed. So these three changes that now he's going to introduce Xavi and Oscar Hernandez. And yes, I agree with you, Robert. I mean, it's not the same. The other day was a derby. The other day there was a referee called Matola who also complicated, I think, everything. And yeah, it's kind of a different script, but the point is the same. You need to score another goal to have the game completely under control, and this time. And
obviously, like situations like the one now with Intercity having a chance at the set piece can be a little bit unsettling, and they can have a stroke of luck here and and create something.
And I think as more minutes you go with this result, as more motivation the other team will have, because they will see they have options to really draw this game.
Now they get a corner kick, and obviously you don't want their fans to get too into it as well and make life difficult for you with the atmosphere. But Barca have dealt with these kind of situations.
The good thing is, like, I think there's many Barca fans in the stadium. Like before, like watching the replays and the highlights, like.
Oh, careful, the goal. Well, there we go. We were saying it, and it's happened. Intercity score. 58th minute. Set piece situation. It's what we said. You just need one of these, a stroke of luck, and Intercity score right now. Make it 1-1. We were saying that Barca were playing okay, that they were creating opportunities, they were going for it, not becoming complacent, but you allow the opponent to have one opportunity, and there it is. Uriol Soldevila, player with a Barca past, grown in the Masia, put the ball in the back of the net, and now Bruno, well, the game is where you feared it would be.
Yes, reactions from Xavi Hernandez is to replace Ferran Torres for Rafinha, Eric Garcia for Ronald Araujo, and let's see, Gavi is gonna have to wait. No, there we go. Gavi replacing Pablo Torres. So triple change for FC Barcelona. We know in football that if you don't score your chances, game can be complicated. Dual ovation now for Gavi, incredible. Yes, Irati was pointing out this is half and half between Barça and Intercity fans, I will say. Because actually, well, in Alicante, as you know, there is Hércules, that is the big club, and then there is also Elche. So, I mean, there is not many people from Intercity. That's what we have been explaining, that it makes no sense at all to be playing in such a big ground in terms of just sporting aspect to win the game. But, well, they are there, 1-1 all, and for sure the 11 players from Intercity that are in the field will be 100% motivated. So, time to react for FC Barcelona, and let's see if the team can score the second goal.
Well, Intercity are the one who are playing the ball long forward right now. Eric Garcia is going to recover for Barca in his first touch of the game. Reminder, Eric, Gavi and Rafinha have just come on for Barca, replacing Ferran Torres, replacing Pablo Torre, and Ronald Araujo. Of course, the Araujo one comprehensible because he's just come back from a long-term injury.
Yeah, and I like...
and two more players, sorry Spence, that now start warming up are De Jong and Ansu Fati. So Xavi now goes with everything.
I like Alia's approach here and going with the avocados, because this is not the time to bow your head and to get down on yourself. And in this case, I think the best way to go is, especially now that Intercity have scored and maybe they're starting to feel good about the game, you can actually get in on a point in this game where you're taking advantage of their lack of concentration for just a half a second. I think Barca can make that change, but it has to start up here.
And Bruno, I think, well, careful here, because Intercity have the ball. Bellerin is going to recover for Barca. I think the plan doesn't alter for Barca, right? I mean, we just need to keep doing what we were doing. We'd created enough opportunities to score. Dembele could have made it 2-0 at the beginning of the second half. So you just keep doing what you were doing. Careful now with that long pass by Rafinha. Far post. Memphis. Dembele is at the far post. Memphis gets a corner kick out of it. Bruno.
Yes, corner kick, the first one in the second half. Let's see this corner kick and then I give you my point of view. Yeah,
and by the way, Rafinha's playing on the right and Dembele's moved over to the left right now. You confirm that, right, Bruno?
Yes.
Okay. Rafinha's going to deliver the corner. Could play it short, could put it in the box. We no longer have the threat of Araujo out there. In comes the cross by Rafinha. Ooh, a back flick, by Koundé.
I think to control this game, that's probably why Xavi sent off to warm up to Frankie de Jong. Like, I think it starts by controlling it again in the center and then just doing what you were doing, because now it opened the game completely.
Careful here, Paul Roger on the edge of the box looking for room to shoot. The ball was recovered by Busquets and Rafinha. Now Barca have a chance to run. Here's Ousmane Dembele off of the pass by Jordi Alba. Dembele has space. He goes inside, and there's nothing there. He ran into the defender rather than the defender blocking him, right, Bruno?
Nothing there. Now we were laughing here with our colleagues, the photographers that are also here with us enjoying the match, and it doesn't seem that anything has been there. I mean, the script for Barca, as we were saying, is the same one. But now, as you are enjoying also, I mean, this is a crazy game. Things have changed. Motivation from the players of Intercity also has grown. They believe, of course, that they can knock out FC Barcelona with this result right now. And now they are going to introduce also some changes. So, well, you can see this extra point of motivation on their players, that the game has gone a little bit crazy. So things complicated now for Barca, but of course the quality and the talent of our players is bigger than the one of Intercity. So let's see if we can make the difference here with the quality of football. So yeah, the change now for Intercity and the possession for Barca.
1-1 with almost 20 minutes played in this second half. Barca scored early in the first. It was Araujo, and in the second half, off of a corner kick, Intercity managed to score the equaliser. Sol de Vila got his name on the score sheet. Now Barca looking to react, trying to get the ball forward. Here's Kessié.
You said it, man. These games are never easy. It doesn't really matter where they're played. You know, it's not Intercity's ground. It's a big stadium. But this is how this competition is built. And from a neutral perspective, if you look at this competition as a whole, take even this Barca game out of the picture, this is why this is my favorite domestic cup, because there's no other... Hold on.
Gone with Barca there inside the box. The recovery by Gavi as Intercity attempted to clear. He passes to Jordi Alba on the left. There's Gavi, clearly a fan favourite. There he is. Again, Gavi, Dembele. His pass intercepted by the former Barca player, Guillem. Jaime Gavi recovers again. Now Dembele outside Kessié, surrounded by three players, trying to wiggle his way into the box. The shot by Dembele, saved by the keeper.
But that's what you have to do. Just finish the occasions you have and just shot on target. We haven't tested the goalkeeper that much. You don't know how it's
Twice
going
by
to
Dembele,
react.
Yeah, and I like to see Kessié making these forward runs too, because what he can do really well, that a lot of other Barca players don't do as much, is make runs at defenders, have the ball stripped off of his feet for a moment.
Here goes Dembele, the dip, Dembele scores! Vamos! Barca back in front. Ousmane Dembele scores!
Buzz.
And Dembele is going to send them to sleep. Bingo. Ousmane Dembele is going to send them to sleep. There it is, 2-1 to Barca. The scorer was Dembele on his third opportunity in the second half. Ooh, I nearly sat on my new table there. Wow. I need to get used to this being here. Good run by Ousmane Dembele. The pass filtered through by Gavi, solo run. And he digs it over the keeper.
It remembered me to that Aubameyang goal against Real Madrid.
Yep. Similar finish to the Aubameyang goal last year at the Bernabeu. Dembele had two chances in the second half, both saved by the keeper. In the third one, Bruno, he manages to put Barca back in front. Good reaction from the team.
Yes, fantastic reaction and crucial reaction here from Dembele. That's the point. The quality of pass is much bigger than the one from Intercity. Great goal from Ousmane Dembele. He also scored last year in the opening game of Barca against Linares. An incredible goal. He also does it today with another really good strike. So, well, Dembele in form, showing also this good moment of form after the World Cup. An important goal for him, also for his confidence. And now Barca with 2-1 up. Let's see if they can recover again the control of the match, because now was a bit they lost it a little bit and the game went crazy. Let's see if they control again the match. And now time is running out, of course, and this plays in favor for Barca. But well, much more calm situation now for Barca, of course. In case they let in a goal, the game would go to extra time. So a completely different situation now for Barca.
Now Busquets recovers. He can make a move forward. The ball goes out wide to the left for Jordi Alba. He's got the support of Dembele. That was Gavi, sorry. Gavi. Havel was trailing from behind. Dembele. I feel like Gavi's given the team, as we were saying, that little boost of energy, poise as well when they have the ball. Quick recovery there. He is running inside, trying the 1-2 with Dembele. Dembele cuts to his left, inside pass. Gavi back to Dembele. Gavi was offside. You're back to say, Spence.
I disagree with Bruno, actually, and maybe he didn't mean it in this way, but this is not a time to be calm and to sort of bat the ball around again and have the ball in possession. You need to do exactly what you did that just got you the second goal and go ahead and get a third.
Yeah, because
yes, but at the same time, you have Intercity there having the chances. If you start in this kind of crazy game,
you can't have it be a back and forth game.
Against. So for me, the best scenario now is to control the ball and have your chances and don't allow your rival to have opportunities, because if they have more opportunities, you will win the match. But of course, this doesn't mean that you don't have to go for the third goal. No, of course you have to go for it. But now there is a corner kick for Intercity.
Yep, corner kick for Intercity, and they already managed to score one. Already managed to score one in the second half.
Hey, Ali has got a point, by the way. One more goal and it's 3-1.
Yeah, and it's minute 70.
I was just talking about my prediction.
You're 3-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Didn't
talking about
remember
your
that.
prediction.
I'm already out.
And Bruno's prediction as well. Right, corner kick for Intercity. Careful here. In comes the delivery from the left. The header up in the air. See if Gavi can run away with it. He's going to fight for it, certainly. He's going to give away a foul, though, in a dangerous position. 20 minutes remaining of regulation. Barca 2-1 up. Araujo and Dembele the scorers. Solde scored for Intercity. Gavi, of course, not happy with the call.
May I, for just a second? I'm looking at Marlon here, who still clearly hasn't found the game in South Africa. Look, buddy,
just follow
guy,
us.
Google.
At this point, it's the 70th minute. Like, just hang out with us here. You're spending so much energy, wasting energy.
Yeah.
On
what you can do is hang out with us here.
Come on.
And in post-game, join us. We'll show you the highlights. We're showing you the highlights on Barca TV Plus. You'll have to switch over to Barca TV Plus. In comes the cross. Wow. Over the crossbar. Right, Bruno. What's going on the sidelines? You said before that Ansu and De Jong were warming up. Is that still the case?
Yes, and Ansu Fati is actually the player now that is going to come on and play some minutes. Balde and De Jong, they continue warming up, but the next substitution and the fourth one for Barca is going to be Ansu Fati. Again, now the challenge here between the supporters from Barca and Intercity, and now another opportunity for Barca.
Memphis playing it, extending the ball, trying to get Gavi to run onto it.
Well done, Bellerin.
Successful. Bellerin won it back for Barca after the clearance from the keeper. Memphis let the ball roll just a little bit too long.
And I don't know from the studio, guys, but I want to say, random fact, and probably unpopular opinion against my values, because I'm always in favor of technology, but how I am enjoying the fact if there is an offside, the flag goes up quickly, there are no interruptions. I am enjoying a lot the fact to have a game without VAR, although I always have been one of the defending technology in football, but it's brilliant to see, especially offsides, really quickly decisions from the linesmen. And
I was just thinking that, Bruno, that's a great point.
But we are missing the angry Bruno. That's also funny to see.
Well, we'll get him back. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe
it's a good thing we didn't do the Lahoth game.
Yeah, exactly. Here is Memphis turning. Memphis protecting the ball. Inside is Ousmane Dembele.
Oh.
Dembele cutting back. Barca trying to create a chance. Busquets on the edge of the box. Can Busquets shoot? No. Didn't quite see daylight there.
This is good.
Kessié trying to feed it through to Hector Bellerin. Ball taken away from Barca, and now we need to be careful. Intercity trying to make progress forward. Switch from right to left.
Nice switch.
Cristo picks it up. In front of him is Kessié. Going to try and put the cross in. Kessié gets his body in the way. Ball bounces off of him. It's a throw-in.
Marisol says Gavi is mine. I have a feeling that a lot of folks are starting to believe that.
Careful. Intercity have scored again. How has this happened? Intercity have scored again. The cross coming in from the left. And the header from point-blank range. Nothing that Iñaki Peña could do there. And Intercity equalise. Again, Bruno.
Yes, again a header, another single action. Intercity is back on the match. First reaction for Xavi Hernández is to take out Memphis and to introduce Ansu Fati in the match. So let's see, because yes, it seems that Ansu is going to go to the middle and play as a number 9, surrounded by Rafinha and Dembele in the wings. Again, all square, game starts, again 2-2 with more or less 20 minutes to go with the stoppage time.
This is highly unexpected here. Another goal from Intercity. The good cross by Cristo, and it's Solde again. Who put the ball in the back of the net. A brace for him, a double for him. One of the 8 players who had a Blaugrana pass them today, turning into a nightmare for Barça. There's 2 goals. And with just about over a quarter of an hour remaining, Barça are tied. A reminder, if this ends in a draw, well, we go into extra time. If things are still tied after that, it's penalties. Let's hope that Barça can score a goal.
Let's hope they get it done. But we saw a lot of penalties over the last 2 months or so.
Yeah, so that's enough for me for the rest of the year, I'd say.
But penalties are nice when your team is not involved at all.
Yep.
Right, Barça in possession. Barça need a reaction here. Ansu Fati has come on. And let's see if he's the one who can get the job done for Barça. Inside ball, Kessié can't get to it. Goal kick to Intercity.
And the player just went down for Intercity, likely after the ball went out of play, because he knew that play would be slowed up.
Yeah, you don't want things to get too desperate, though, with Barca playing like Hail Mary passes there.
No, I think it's really important right now, like to be calm, because we have seen it before with Barca, that when you get desperate, the things doesn't work, doesn't flow, and it never comes because you commit mistakes that probably you would not have made. So it's important to get calm, because you have the quality to score against Intercity, because still minute 75, so there's plenty of time to score the third.
Right, Barca in possession here. Just goes to show you can never get too comfortable in the game. I was saying that I liked what I was seeing from Barca, that we were creating opportunities, that the pace was good, that it looked like Barca players were playing comfortably and finding the spaces they wanted to find. But you can never get too comfortable. Careful here.
There it is!
Yes! Rafinha!
Yes! Sí!
Rafinha at the far post. Vamos!
Let's do it again. How about another one?
Yeah, let's close
Let's go do another one. Come on.
There we go. Vamos. Rafinha makes it 3-2 for Barca. And it's been 2 quick reactions from the team after conceding goals. The cross coming in from the left, low cross. Rafinha.
And the start of Eric, because it was Eric, no? The one that started running with the ball.
There he is.
Eric? Yeah.
The cross, low cross by Jordi Alba. Rafinha appears at the far post after the ball basically makes it all the way in between defenders and keeper. Good delivery. Ansu out wide to Jordi Alba. Alba with the low cross. No one can clear. And Rafinha scores. Bruno, we're back in front.
Rafinha scoring his first ever goal in this competition in the Copa del Rey. Another quick reaction from Barca. Crazy match. 3-2 now up for the Blaugranas. And let's see if Barca, well, we said it plenty of times, but if they can score the 4th one now and make this gap of 2 goals of difference, would be fantastic to close the match now, yes, because we are in the final minutes of this match. But with the quality, of course, of Rafinha, Ansu Fati, Dembele, goals, arrive, of course, and in this case, has, Rafinha did it with a brilliant goal, also continuing his good form. Again, another of the players who did a good World Cup. So it's Barça 3, Intercity 2. Now let's see if the team can be focused on defense. And I'm going to say something that I was realizing now. And the substitution also of Araujo also has been a tough one in defensive aspect for Barça. He was replaced after conceding the first goal. But yeah, let's see if now Barça can close it with another goal. Marcos Alonso warming up.
Let's see if Barca can make it 4-2 and finally put the game to rest. Here we go. Dembele with space to operate. The pass. There we go. The shot into the side netting. Ansu Fati with the opportunity. The pass by Dembele. And Ansu couldn't send the ball in the right direction here.
That whole build-up was based off of a difference in mentality in terms of speed and wanting to get after it, going quickly, players without the ball moving, making runs, and it happened in a flash. That's what can happen if you have that mindset. Go and get another one. I love that.
Spence, every time that you go up to the screen, something interesting happens. So why don't we send you over to read some comments from our fans?
Yeah, sure.
Before we get into the exciting moments of this game. But not to say that this isn't exciting now, but go
no,
for it.
but we're clearly seeing something. No, I mean let's keep it going. All right. I want to see more of that, and I want to see your energy and entertainment on here, like Fran Mansens. I'm literally never. Wow. Okay. Fran Mansens is apparently just gonna hold it in, because apparently that was the wrong time. Marlon's gonna hang with us.
Thank you.
I like that.
Thank
you know
Marlon.
what? And you've hung
made
with
the
us.
right decision.
Yeah.
You've lived it with us, and here we go. Look at this. Look at this, Robert.
Here we go. Here is Ansu Fati to Dembele. Dembele tries to put it back in. Corner kick to Barca. Right, Spence, speed through these.
Okay, Alia. Bruno is a Debbie Downer today. Well, that's most days. I mean, it's sometimes it's the referee
Yeah.
today, you know. But positive thoughts, Bruno. Positive thoughts. Jennifer, or maybe it's Jennifer. Confiamos en Ansu y en Gavi. Yeah, I would say so far we do. Saraki, come on, Barca. I trust you. And Fran Manens again. Fran Mansens. Nah, because well. Okay, so I did have him more than once.
So Fran
So it's
Mansens,
his fault.
every time that Fran Mansens has gone to the toilet, something has happened in this game in terms of goals. Yeah, I'd say this is one in which there's lots happening. You can't afford yourself a pee break.
No, you really can't. Natalia says, Robert, what a nice hoodie.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Peter H., is it copyright infringement if I can see the reflection of the game in his eyes? Whose eyes? Because someone has some really glistening, glowing, glassy. It can't be me.
I don't think it's me either.
It must be at Ati's eyes.
Yeah, they bright.
Yeah, can you see the game?
Substitutions for Intercity. Right, Spence, keep going.
More Pierre. Are you guys going to stream again for league matches? I love Barca forever and hope to see you guys more Visca Barca. Yes, we will be on for La Liga and we'll be on for every match this season. Bogdan, the three of you are the best. I love you guys, and we love you too. Sid, match is going like Espanyol. We scored earlier and then tied. Hope we win today. We're on to that so far. Not the gamer. Who do you guys think has been the best right back since Dani Alves?
Oof,
That's a
that's a
conversation
hard
we can get back to in a moment. Bacon Noob, Robert, you're the best. Please say my name.
Bacon Noob.
Okay, say it again.
Bacon Noob.
It's a Bacon Noob. Absolutely. And to finish it off, Alia says, how did you guys celebrate your New Year's, guys?
I went to the wonderful city of Girona, spent it with friends. Maybe indulged a little bit too much in the alcohol drinking thing, but yeah.
I did something that I hadn't done in, at this point, years. I took a shot.
Oh, wow.
A chupito.
Yeah,
How
I
it
did
felt?
that too.
Oh, it was terrible.
Right, let's go to Bruno a second because Barca are making their final substitution. Bruno.
Yes, final change. Marcos Alonso, the last one who has started warming up, is the one coming on for Hector Bellerin. Yes, Marcos moving to the centre back, and Jules Koundé is going to end the game as a right back.
Careful here because once again, Intercity have a chance at the set piece, and we've seen them equalise twice already in this game. So, guards up, please. Referee blows the whistle. In comes the cross, headed away by precisely Marcos Alonso. See if Barca can run here. Intercity have the ball again. Attacking down the right-hand side, waiting for their moment. Gavi and Jordi Alba defending the situation. Alba tries to clear. Intercity recover the ball again. The run inside the box. Careful.
No.
Oh, no. Iñaki with a save.
Well done.
And the
Double
volley bounces
save.
off of, I think, Marcos Alonso. Oof. Iñaki with a big save there, and then the second shot.
Give him the airplanes.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Give Iñaki the airplanes. Fill the live chat with airplanes
He
for
almost-
Iñaki Peña. A big save for him here after a dangerous run
Wow.
inside the box. Woof, stayed
It
on
was
his
not
feet.
easy.
Closed down. Wow. So much love for Gavi on that live chat.
Yeah, Gavi
There's
is
a
my
big-
future
yeah.
husband. Why don't we let Gavi decide?
Yeah,
There's a big Gavi mania right now.
there is a big
Isn't
Gavi
it?
mania, but I feel like it's increased now, hasn't it? I mean, did we have this much love for Gavi before the World Cup break? Careful here.
Rafinha!
Counter-attack. Ansu Fati
Rafinha!
over to Rafinha.
Rafinha!
What a pass! Oh!
What a save! What's that?
Are we allowed to ask for airplanes for the
Oh.
Intercity?
Oh, what a
Keeper?
Oh
save.
my God!
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, yeah. He's never going to save. Campos isn't going to save another one like that in front of Rafinha ever again in his life. Airplanes for him as well.
My
Airplanes.
God!
What a save.
And what a
Wow!
pass by Ansu, by the way. Bruno.
Wow!
Incredible save here from Gaiska. Let's see now the corner kick for Barca, but amazing and astonishing save here.
What a save from the goalkeeper then. To deny Rafinha of Barca's fourth. Let's see if we can get that fourth and get the job done there. Gavi. Guy receiving all the love on the live chat. Careful now because Marcos Alonso's lost the ball
And
it's
it's
a chance for a
3-on-1.
counter-attack for Intercity. Here we go. Oh, it's going to be a hat-trick for Soldevila. God, it is. Again. This is incredible.
After that save.
I mean, this game is like a seesaw. You know, things happening on both ends. 3-all. Soldevila again.
I think it's the most crazy La Copa match I remember in the last years.
Solde again.
He's in the first
hat-trick
round.
for him.
Yeah.
Former
Barca's
Barca
first
or
round.
player grown up in La Masia. A counter-attack. So on that, Intercity build a counter-attack and Solde slides it past Iñaki Peña. It's a shoulder on shoulder, I think. There's not enough there. Herrera runs away with the ball. It to Solde, who finishes the job. I'm out of
Yes,
words.
now yes, I'm missing VAR at least to check the action. If
Nah,
there
yeah.
in the studio you're saying that not enough, okay.
Nah.
Here live, it seemed in the live action in here, yeah, it seemed that probably there was something on there. But well, if in replays, well, there is no appreciation of this contact enough to whistle a foul. This means that the game is 3-3, a draw again. What a crazy match of football. Barca now with the last minutes before stoppage time to try and score a goal. But well, now yes, that this game smells with an extra time.
It's just because he's like
I think
almost the last man, and you give him the slight advantage there. Right, Barca have 2 minutes and a half plus added time to score a goal here and try and avoid this going to extra time. The shot punched away by Gaika. Barca clearly don't want to go into extra time. Neither do we. Please, guys. Can and third. Here's Rafinha making a. I think that there will be extra time. Yeah, please no.
No penalties, please. That's too penalties of Argentina because
Please,
I
no extra
wanted
time.
Argentina to win. So, and I suffer with that. Imagine if Barça to penalties.
Don't
I
you
would
think if
suffer.
Barca goes to penalties, they're likely?
Yes. Here comes the cross by Rafinha.
However,
Cleared away.
Blinkopedia says it will be a late winner.
I hope so.
Oh, like that one of Piqué, like it was 3 years ago.
Piqué
Against
against
Granada,
Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Against Sevilla. Then there was the Granada one.
Yeah.
Against Cornellà, we went to extra time. Right, Busi trying to put the ball in. Again. Oh! Careful.
Shot!
The shot!
Dembele!
Oh,
Oh!
wide! Right, I didn't do a very good job in commenting that. So Busquets plays it in. The ball bounces up in the air. Ansu Fati tries to go for the bicycle kick. Ball gets cleared out. Falls to Dembele. On the volley, he shoots and it goes wide. Another chance for Ousmane Dembele there.
Some problems for Dembele. Now he goes down. Careful, because I think there was collision there, and
It looks
now,
like cramps.
he goes down. Yeah.
Looks like he's stretching.
Let's see what happens there.
The problem is it comes after the shot. After the shot, he feels the pain. It looks like he's asking for someone to help him stretch his right leg. Rafinha with the cross
See?
inside.
Oh!
Ansu.
That surprised everyone.
Ansu Mane almost scoring there.
Did he
Cross
touch it?
by Rafinha.
Or just...
No one got a
Oh,
touch
no.
on it. No. No one got a touch on it. The defender was about to clear. Ansu trailing from behind.
corner kick.
Appears that defender did get a touch on it, and I didn't see it on the replay. Right, corner kick. Barca take it short. Rafinha to Ansu. Ansu, bless you, Irati. Rafinha back to Koundé. Barca doing well in this extra time, keeping Intercity inside their own half. But
we're back.
We have seen
Yeah?
them
We're
create,
back.
Vamos!
chances.
Hey.
Careful. We're back on YouTube?
Yeah, we're back on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, hello. We've been trying.
Are we really? It looks
to
like
see
we're
you.
frozen there.
No, we're
Oh, no,
back.
it's me.
We're back.
Okay, we're back. Great. Hi, everyone. Sorry that we left you. Ansu Fati scored in the extra time. I guess you know already. Right.
We got
Barca's
10
trying to make
minutes.
progress. Yes.
10
we have
minutes.
10 minutes. Hopefully we don't concede. Hopefully we'll be in the next round of the Copa del Rey, Bruno.
Please.
Yes, 3 goals is enough to let in a game. So let's see if we are able to keep a clean sheet at least for these 30 minutes of extra time. And well, also it's true that Iñaki Peña has let in 3 goals, but also he made 2-3 important saves. Has been a crazy game. It's still a crazy game, this one. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a good match, this one, to take conclusions at all, because you know what's going to be tough. You know you're facing an over-motivated team, in this case Intercity. So let's try to finish this job with why not another goal and increase the advantage, and then think about Atletico de Madrid and the Metropolitano, that it would be a completely different story.
Ezek on the live chat says Intercity's third goal broke the stream. No one was expecting it.
No.
But anyway, here we are, 4-3 with 8 minutes remaining in this extra time, and Barca recovering the ball. Gavi with Sergio Busquets.
Yeah, it
Playing
feels
patiently.
Yeah, and it feels like the game is already like you can feel Intercity is not that fresh as it was before, and it just went down with Ansu's
think about
cross fingers, but
Think about how much energy they've had to expend to score 3 goals down a goal each time.
But I will say, as things stand, they are still in it.
Yeah.
And look now, a chance on the break.
Why did
Herrera, a player goes down. Herrera trying to protect the ball.
He's tired.
He's dispossessed. But
No, and I have the impression that
Go, Bruno.
Intercity are missing this extra point of energy from the stands, because they are making history. They are forcing extra time against Barca, and same, we don't feel this atmosphere at the stands supporting Intercity. Of course, because there is many Barca supporters, but yeah, I think they are lacking this point from the stands to give them this point of energy that probably their legs now are lacking.
Yeah, I think the extra motivation this game gave them that energy. But as Bruno said, like you heard, like sometimes sí se puede, yes we can, but they celebrated more the Barca goals than the Inter ones.
I don't know if in the studios it's different impression, but here live, honestly, the impression is like everyone is quiet and enjoying.
No, it seems very quiet,
but not kind of cheering up. Yeah.
It does seem very quiet. Barca building on the edge of the box there. Intercity defending very tight. Lots of bodies behind the ball.
They need to find a way to chase the ball. At this point, they're just chasing shadows.
Oh, what a lovely inside pass. Balde can go around the keeper. Gaizka gets a touch on it.
What a pass! Who it was?
That was his shot.
I didn't see who the pass came from, but Balde almost managed to make it 5-0. 5-3, sorry. Rafinha was the one who delivered the pass. Great vision by Rafinha, and Balde in a situation that he's not used to, obviously.
First touch was a little heavy.
Yeah.
And that's why it took the ball away from him and closer to the keeper.
Now a free kick in favour of Intercity, Bruno.
Yes, and they're going to try to find a cross, although it's a set piece from a long distance, but Intercity, they know, no, they're going to play quickly now. Yes, exactly. They're going to cross the ball. This is going to be one of their chances. We are in the final minutes, and they're going to try it from here with a long cross in this set piece.
Right. Careful here. We've conceded 3 already. Bit of trouble for Badik.
Cramps.
Oh, yeah.
Really bad. Oh,
here,
really bad cramps. I can see the cramp.
Yeah.
Looks like it's on his thigh, right?
Yeah. You can see the muscle.
Oh.
That looks painful.
Like, give the man a banana or something.
While they're attending that player there of Intercity, we see other ones up here before taking the set piece, also struggling a lot. Physical problems for most of these players from Intercity that, as we said, are not used to play so many minutes.
Looks like it happens before when he clears the ball. Now he's receiving medical treatment. They're trying to stretch out that left thigh.
Unfortunately, medical treatment for cramps is not much you can do. It's basically dig it in there. That's your treatment.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, and also when it's in the calf, like if you put the feet without shoe in the floor, it usually works.
They're trying to stretch out that left thigh of Badik's. He's just going to have to power through it in these final stages of the game.
Do they have more substitutes?
No, they've already made their extra time substitution. Right, he's on the sidelines at the moment, so 10 men for Intercity, but they do have a chance at the set piece. Herrera's going to put the cross in.
They're outnumbered.
In comes the cross. It's going to be headed away. Careful with the loose ball on the edge of the box. The shot goes wide. Corner kick, Bruno for Intercity.
Yes, corner kick for Intercity. They know it's their moment now. Yes, part of the stands trying to support the team. It's corner kick for Intercity. It's going to be one of the last good opportunities for them.
Went off of Sergio Busquets. A chance here for Intercity. But he comes back in, limping considerably. Corner kick from the left-hand side. In comes the cross. The ball flicked in the air away. The rebound is picked up on the right-hand side. Intercity still attacking. The situation defended by Kessier.
I'm suffering.
Oh, yeah? Oh, it was a throw in to Barça. Right, good.
Well.
Intercity didn't quite agree with that call. 2 minutes remaining, and I guess we'll get, 3, Bruno, after the cramps that Badik suffered?
Yes, the game has been stopped now in this last action, so we can assume at least 2 minutes to be added. Again, now the challenge here in the stands between the Barça and Intercity fans. Let's see if Barça have suffered a lot, but now, yes, they are really close to achieve their objective to make it through the round of 16 of La Copa.
Rafinha looking for Balde as he made a run again. Throw into Barca on the right-hand side. Barca would do well to just keep the ball, have Intercity defend, run after it.
Yeah, and I don't think they will add more, like a lot.
Well, there was the cramps. 2 or 3.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of time wasted with the Badik cramps. See Gavi. Gavi with difficulties to control the ball. Loses it. Throw into Intercity. 1 minute remaining. Let us know, Bruno, whenever we get the board for added time. Jordi Alba. Barca in possession. Eric going to distribute out to the right. Rafinha picks it up. See what he can create. Rafinha's going to hang on to the ball at the moment. Ansu's going to come and support. Rafinha decides not to attack and pass back to Koundé. The turn by Ansu Fati, who didn't realise he had Herrera behind him. Herrera tries to run away. Eric comes across. Too heavy a touch for Herrera. Koundé does well now to get free of pressure. There's Marcos Alonso. Gavi. Barca in control of the ball.
Gavi just looks in control right now. He's the one pulling the strings.
1 more minute, just one more minute is going to be added.
I would have given at least 2, but I'm not going to complain. Rafinha on the right-hand side. Barca can keep the ball for 50 seconds. We're through to the next round of the Copa del Rey.
Yeah, Intercity shouldn't be touching the ball the rest of the game. Game over.
Well,
they're tired. Barca have quality. So just pass the ball around and keep it. Alde back to Iñaki Peña. Because Intercity have won it back again now and could have one final opportunity. The clearance by the Barca defence. 15 seconds remaining. Rafinha's going to up the pressure just to make things complicated for Intercity as they try to play the ball out and create one final opportunity. Offside called against Intercity, Bruno. And this should end here.
All right.
Yes, this should end here. I don't think if it was offside, honestly, this last action, but the game should end here. Barca will be in the round of 16 of Copa del Rey after suffering a lot today here in the José Rico Pérez of Alicante.
Right, Bruno, we'll talk to you in post-game where we'll be showing the highlights, reactions from all the players and Xavi Hernandez, and we'll be offering you some analysis. The game is over. We're through to the next round of the Copa del Rey. The final result in this one is Intercity 3, Barca 4. No one predicted this. No one predicted this, but we did say before the game that these games can get complicated. Barca took the lead 3 times in regulation. Intercity equalised 3 times. Ansu Fati scored in extra time, and then Intercity weren't able to come back anymore. 120 minutes of football today at the Rico Pérez, and Barca progressed to the next round of the Copa del Rey. On the live chat on YouTube and on Facebook, let us know your rating for the game from 1 to 10. Rate it. I'm going to give it, in terms of excitement, a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
In terms of Barca, maybe a 6 out of 10. But yeah, in terms of excitement, 9.
Yeah, in terms of football and something you watch on TV or you go to the stadium, it has been like great. We would never expect like 3-4 in terms of Barca. I think they should have controlled more the game, so I would give a 5.
Spence?
Yeah, I think your assessment was right. In terms of the game, 9. In terms of Barca, 6. So that would mean 7.5 for me.
Right. Well, as we said, no one got their predictions right because
no, it was hard
out of their wildest dreams.
No one would have predicted a 4-3. I went for a 3-0. Hidati went for 4-0. Spence, you had 3-1. Bruno had 3-1. So yeah, nothing. Right, we're going to switch off from YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for joining us here. And we will go over to Barca TV Plus, where we'll be offering you highlights, reactions from the players, and Xavi Hernandez, and a little bit of analysis. So stay with us. Switch over to Barca TV Plus if you want to watch those highlights.